Oh man, how you doing, Biggs? Get away. Hello. Give me 1 second, Biggs. Move. Hello. How are you doing on this Tuesday afternoon? Tuesday afternoon. What the hell am I talking about? Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. Ah, what a beautiful start to a Tuesday. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful start to your Tuesday also. Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. Today's theme Taco Man Tuesday, but we're not gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on positivity and love. That's what we're about here on the Gen Express. So if you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and throw them up there. What's up, Voyage? How you doing today? Any questions? Any words of wisdom on a Tuesday? If you guys want to share anything, doing good, Voyage. If you want to share any words of wisdom, words of advice. If you want to share any accomplishments, appreciate it, Voyage. If you want to share any any plans you have for the week, that's what we're about here. We're about gathering a community of like-minded people. And when I say like-minded people, I mean critical thinkers. We don't have to be all the same background. Actually, that's the part of the experiment. So yeah, if you guys want to come in today and throw up any positive messages or anything like that, go ahead and do that. We want to hopefully make someone's day or help someone out. You got a pair of Ray-Bans? You mean morons that vote blue? Morons that vote blue. Who is that? Let's talk. Let's talk Buckeye for life, because you came in here into my stream and said you mean morons that vote blue. Um, I'm just trying to figure out why you would do that. And I'm also trying to figure out how long you've been licking billionaire balls, because you sound like a BBL to me. Why would you not vote blue at this point? I mean, I'm not saying that they have all the answers either, but maybe we'll get gas below $4.50 a gallon and hamburger meat below $10 a pound. Maybe, just maybe. That's what all the culty people out there, that's what you don't understand, okay? You don't understand that people at the end of the day, and it's been this way throughout history. Throughout history, at the end of the day, people vote according to their pocketbooks. And yeah, Americans haven't been in this desperate a situation in my lifetime, my entire lifetime, 55 years. So yeah, set it up the best you can. Try to rig it the best you can, old Trumpy boy, because we got your number. This love train is rolling right past you. Rolling right past you. All looking old man, you're what does that mean, man? What does that even mean? Okay, I mean, if you're gonna come in here and try to troll love man liberties, then at least be able to form a coherent sentence. Okay, Nate? I don't speak Trumpanese. Thank you, Voyage. You're so amazing. Never forget that. Sexy King. Thank you. Casey. Delete them, Gen X. You're handsome and beautiful. Here's Cody. Okay, we got our people, and he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. And that's what we're doing, guys. That's what we're doing. We're anybody that comes in here with nonsense racial stuff, you're gone. You're gone. I don't have to give you a platform, and I'm not going to give you a platform. I've grown my page. I've grown my page. I've grown my group of critical thinkers large enough now where I can just ban you guys left and right. And I don't want to do that. It's a Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday morning, and I want to start the day on a positive note. So I'm looking for the people who want to be involved on the love train, who are tired of the hate. So if you're part of that, then come on and talk to me today. Otherwise, just drive my numbers up, trolls. I'm calmed down. I've said my piece this morning, so it's going to be all about positivity from this point out. However, if you do want to challenge me, then I'll take that challenge and I'll make you look like a fool. Coffee with Gen X. Thank you, man. Much love and respect to all in the chat. Yes, good morning, Voyage 44. We got some good ones in here, guys. Thank you guys for coming in so early. Usually it's just me against all the trolls at this point, but I see that Gen X Press is coming in strong here. All our subs are coming in strong. And I know you're probably, Liberty's a little bit angry this morning. I've dropped all that. I've dropped it, and we're moving on. If you guys have anything positive you want to share today, then please go ahead and do that, and we'll get through this week to this Memorial Day weekend filled with love. I'm not in Georgia. I'm in Tennessee. Hey, y'all. How you doing, Peter? Hope you have a great Tuesday, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, William. Are you a hillbilly? I mean, I've been called worse. We got your back, Den Express. The shades are cool too, bro. Okay. Now all you guys are just making me blush in here. Guys, whatever it is you're doing today, whatever task you may have, if you dread waking up this morning and you dread going to some job that doesn't appreciate your value, I'm here to tell you that I love you, and I hear you, and I feel you, and I just want to give you strength to move forward and have a lovely day. Because we can all have a lovely day. We choose whether or not we want to wake up with positivity or we want to wake up with negativity. And sometimes you have a little of both, and sometimes you got to choose which path you want to go down. And I'm not feeling the hate today. So, the trolls who got me fired up earlier, you're not going to get me fired up again. We're just going to love. I will humiliate you, however. Going to help my neighbor, Spring Queen. We will have a good time. Peace. Paula, have a great day. Thank you. My nephew graduates Friday in McAllister, Oklahoma. I'm so proud of him. He's got a big future. That's my good news for the week. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that, Cody. Thank you for letting us know with that, bringing that positive energy. And congratulations. I really appreciate and enjoy your lives, man. Love the great vibes and energy. Thank you, William. It means a lot to me, man. It means a lot. How do those eggplants fit between the beard? It's all kissy butterfly. Hey, God bless your family. Hoping next year gets better. These are the times that you just go out and you find, you find good humans out there. You find the good humans around you. There's a lot of good humans around you. I suggest you talk to strangers and build that circle of friendship, circle of like-minded people, critical thinkers who want to grow and evolve as people. Thanks for making a difference in the world. It's beautiful. Casey, you're beautiful. I like waking up on the happiness side of bed. Good stuff there, Cody. Yeah, man, 2026 has been a rough one for sure. It has. It's been rough. I mean, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. We got to come in here and keep each other sane, you know? You got to wonder if what you're seeing on the news is actually happening. You wake up and you're like, whoa. Yeah, but here's Biggs. Anybody want to see Biggs this morning? Biggie, come here. Come here. We need a happy face. Come here, Biggs. Here's Biggs. Come here. Ah, look at that face. Look at that beagle face. Miss Lily here, Biggie Smalls, wants to wish you all a wonderful day. Sending much love and positivity your way. If you're struggling with anything today, she wants to help you get through it. Remember this face and remember that she's fighting for you, just like Liver Cheese is. She's a good soul. Look at that little beagle face. That'll get you going, right? That'll give you some positive energy. The gayest Monopoly looking guy I've ever seen. Thank you, Guns and Magnolias. I appreciate that. I love it when the first thing that people say when they come into a stream is, look at this gay guy. It's kind of weird, man. Kind of weird. It is kind of weird. I mean, I don't go around throughout the day and look at people and think, look at that gay guy over there. You know, that's just kind of an odd way of thinking. You're wrong, number one. But number two, even if I was gay, I would shout it to the moon just to piss you off. I protect gays. I protect lesbians. I protect anyone in this country who is held under the thumb of the less than 30% of hate-filled people out there who want to dictate how we live. You have a great day, Guns and Magnolias, but go find somebody else to call gay, because we're about love in here. Beautiful dog, man. She's very nice. Yeah, we all love seeing the doggies. A hot one at that. Yeah, it's going to be hot today. Hey there, my friend. How you doing, Big K5? Thank you for saying my friend. You're absolutely my friend. I bet he was banged. He has banged a lot of divorced women. Well, Chest Rockwell, I remember you. I remember Chest Rockwell. I don't forget a name like that. No, it wasn't really my thing, man. It wasn't really my thing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you think that I'm grown into my style, but nah, man, I've never been one of those men dogs that goes around and sleeps with a bunch of different women. Just not me, not my style. I mean, and if you are, it is what it is. I'm not saying. All I'm saying is that Liberty's not a man-ho, not a man-ho. I just left your beautiful state of Tennessee. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit. Hold on, this is a good one. Let's check this one out, guys. Look, everybody check this one out. Jeff Poston came in here and said another deuce bag channel. Deuce bag. Do you mean douche? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I can help you spell that out if you If you don't know how, it's Douche. See how easy that was? So if you want to go ahead and retype that comment so that it makes a little more sense there, Jeff, it's Douche. Bag. I think that's what you were trying to say. Yeah, it's going to be 88 today here in North Carolina. I just left your beautiful state of Tennessee. The Smoky Mountains are breathtaking. They are. Thank you for that, Big 5K. Big K5. Thank you for that. It is a beautiful state. Tennessee's a beautiful state, without a doubt. Did I see you on Fatherfish? I don't know what that is, Voyage. Whoever said I was hateful, I love the gays as much as I love the straights, LOL. All right, well, let's start. Guns and Magnolia. Okay, and so now you're saying that you love gay people as much as straights. Okay, well, that's cool. Thank you. It's kind of odd to come in and call me gay and assume that I'm gay, But if you're an ally, hey, that's cool, bro. Thank you. Welcome. I welcome allies. Come on in here, man. Man got to be about 90 here yesterday. Not looking forward to the extreme heat. Yeah, it's going to be bad here today too. I can tell already. I think we're supposed to maybe get some nasty weather later today, guys. If you're in the Midwest, you're right in the middle of tornado season. Ryan Hall was on all day yesterday, chasing storms. Keep an eye to the sky. We want all our Americans out there safe. Okay, I know there's some nasty weather lined up for today, so I want you guys to be safe out there. I'm going to send some positivity towards you over there in the heartland. Okay, we don't want to see any of our fellow Americans go through tornadoes. There's a guy that wouldn't hurt no one. Thank you, Rusty. I see a lot of virtue signaling. It's so 2000s. No, Guns and Magnolia. I'm reeling from the heart, brother. I'm reeling from the heart, man. There's no virtue signaling here. Everything that I say is what I am as a person. So, if you want to say that I'm saying these things just because I want clout, it's just not true, brother. It's just not. I know you don't know me. So I would tell you sub the channel, man, and watch what we do here because we're about kindness. Elvis had a pair of glasses like that. Did I see you on Fatherfish? I can't remember. I love the heat, but feel bad for people who work out in it. Stay hydrated. Good stuff, Paula. Thank you very much. Paula coming in with just a friendly reminder to let everybody know to stay hydrated. The most important thing you can do in this heat. Yes, especially at my age, Paula. Thank you for letting everybody know that. I get dehydrated and it just screws me up for a day or two. I have kidney issues. It messes my entire body up, and it sneaks up on you too. You don't think you're dehydrated. You got to drink as many of those aguas as possible. Drink them up, please. Stay hydrated. The beer looks good, brother. Yeah, I've been growing mine out for about 10 months now. It's coming in good now. Thank you, William. Good luck on your beard. He's a bot. I wouldn't worry about it. Man, growing a good beard is really like a part-time job. It's not much different than you assuming all Republicans are Nazis. Well, big, come on, big K5. If I get angry, I get angry. But at the end of the day, when you hear the calls coming from one side, sometimes you got to point that side out. You got to point it out and say you got to stand up. If you don't think that way, you got to stand up. Now's the time to get off that interstate of hate. Take that off ramp. So that's not true, big K5. You know, if I do come in angry about red, then you'll hear me all the time also back off of that. Okay. I mean, it's just a normal human reaction when you see fellow Americans being hurt. What about the East Coast and hurricanes? It's about to be the season. Yeah, I hope that last year we got really lucky with the hurricanes. We got really lucky. So I'm hoping for a repeat of that. We don't want to see those big hurricanes either. What state are you in? C. Words of wisdom, positive energy. That's what it's got to be about, Crystal Love. Thank you for coming in here. Let me star that. Thank you very much, Crystal Love. Hopefully you hit that sub button and get on the love train. I think Guns and Magnolia might have a bot in on his computer or phone. He needs to check his security. Go vote for your commies. This should check out Father Fish. You should check out Father Fish. He's a good friend of mine, and he's got a good message about the world of peacekeeping in its own way. Let me screenshot that, Void, so I remember who you're talking about there. Father Fish. I will look that up. Thank you for that, Voyage. Thank you. We just learned to live with it this time of the year in Oklahoma. Yeah, big five. I'm like this, big five. We talked about it yesterday. I'm fascinated by the weather. I watch Ryan Hall, and I look for the tornadoes like everybody else. But it's one of those things where you want to see Mother Nature, you want to see that power, but you don't want to see it hit a populated area. It's best if it just hits a cornfield out there somewhere, and we can just watch from a distance. So you can have an infatuation with storms and not also not want destruction to happen. Just letting you guys know that. And I hope you're safe out there, man. Love all the great positive energy in here today. Let's go. William, what's up? It's storming here. Oh my. You can get a state of consciousness where weather doesn't affect you, but yeah, you still need water. Yeah, you got to have water. I'm not here for policies. I'm here to dim out 2026. And then we got demic rats. And then we got, I always get a horrific migraine when I don't drink enough water. Me too, William. Me too. I've had a migraine problems in the past. My migraines affect my vision. It's called an aura, where I can't see. It's scary as hell, man. I'll be sitting there, and if I get a migraine, I literally cannot. I've got to go to a dark room because I only see half of stuff. I don't know if you've experienced that, but it's not fun. I've experienced it many, many times in my life, and every time almost I still feel like, what's happening? I'm going blind. So, it scares you. But hey, this is another form of love. 2027 needs to just be the year of love and unity. Much love, MAGA Patriots. Yes, sir. No hurricanes this summer, I hope. I smell commies in the chat. It snowed here today. Raccoon Vero. Damn. Yes. Do I keep aquariums? Question mark. Morning. What's up, Tyson? How you doing this morning, buddy? Hope you have a great day, man. The last hurricane I was in, Hurricane Florence. It was horrific. Tons of flooding. Unfortunately, I couldn't get back home for about 8 days. It was bad. Sounds bad. We're up here in the mountains of Colorado. Okay, that's where you got your snow. Jesus is King. Kangaroo here, bro. With you always. Thank you, Aussie. It's good stuff, man. Thank you for that. I'm going to start comment you there, brother. Peace and love to you too. My sister gets migraines. I feel so bad. Good morning, brother. How you doing, Sea Breezy Chess? How we doing today on a Tuesday? Yeah, if you have any wonderful news that you want to share, or if you have any issues or problems you want to share, we're here to listen. We're here to listen. I want to send you all off on a lovely Tuesday, whatever it is you're doing. I got to make a little bit of money today. I'm going to be doing a lot of eBay listings today. Look at this cute little water. I went to the Dollar Tree a couple of days ago and tried to get some water, and all they had were these. Look at this little bitty thing. I had like an 8-pack of these for like $1, and I'm like, well, it works. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, man, I'll try to catch your lives going forward. Much love always. Thank you, William. Good luck to the Raiders. Good luck to the Raiders. I see your picture there. Hope you guys have a great season coming up. Speaking on that, let's talk a little sports. Did anybody watch the basketball game last night? Holy cow. Holy cow, guys. I'm not the biggest sports fan, but I understand that when you have a big series, and in the NBA right now, you got the Oklahoma City Thunder, and those guys seemed unstoppable until they ran into the San Antonio Spurs last night. What a game. Double overtime. Wemby, that guy, he is the future of the NBA. There's no doubt about it. He showed out last night. He showed everybody, I'm here. I'm the new Tim Duncan, and you're just going to have to deal with us. So I'm happy for my fans, my friends in San Antonio. I lived in San Antonio for a while, and they love their Spurs down there. They love them, and I'm very excited for you guys. You've got a great team, man. And last night they shocked the Oklahoma City Thunder and the world, and let the world know last night, hey, we're here. And I'm here to see it, San Antonio. You guys are great people down in San Antonio. Great people. Everyone I met down there was fantastic. I didn't meet one bad person in San Antonio. That's a true story. And so I'm sitting back here smiling, watching the Spurs win that game last night. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a great game. You're a Knicks fan. Cool. Well, good luck to you tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Knicks. I look forward to that series too. I'm not going to lie to you. Whoever wins on the East, you're going to have your hands full in the finals. But that's why you play the game. You know, you play the game. You don't think it's an impossibility to beat these guys. You suit up and go out there, and we'll see what happens. So I wish you luck too, New York Knicks. I just like good basketball. And that game last night, that's probably one of the best playoff games I think I've ever seen. It was fantastic. I can't wait to see the next one. And I hope the Knicks, who are the Knicks playing? The Knicks are playing Cleveland? Yeah. Yeah, the Knicks are playing Cleveland, I believe. Yeah, I wish you guys luck on that side too. I just want to see a good series. I like being here. No one bickering. I got to go, but definitely coming back. Peace to all. Thank you, Paula. Thank you very much, Paula. Great game. Man, I love Jalen Brunson. That's my dude, bro. I hope we get to the NBA Finals. I hope you do too, man. Yeah, I'm hoping my Raiders finally get back to destroying teams like they did back in the day. Yeah, you're old school Raider head. I love it, man. I like Raiders fans because Raiders fans are, they're a diehard breed, and I appreciate that. They are Elvis glasses. Thank you. Last time I saw such glasses was in Miami Vice. Yeah, and tall dude on the Spurs is a monster. Yeah, yeah, Wemby. We're going to be hearing from him for a long time. I mean, he is. Everybody says he's too skinny. I don't know, man. I think he's proved last night he can. Don't matter how skinny. I don't think he's that skinny, to be honest. I think, yeah, but he was a beast last night. Wemby, the new LeBron. Shout out to Raider Dave. Yeah, I'm a Tennessee Titan, man. We you know, we hadn't had anything to look forward to in a while either. We've been pretty terrible. We've been stinking it up for the last few years. But if you're a fan of a team, you stick behind them and you think, okay, well, maybe this is the year. Titans are going to improve. There's no doubt about that. They're going to improve. They got a great quarterback. We're on our way, but it could be a few years. Nice shirt, Brandy. Hold on. The league is his for the next 20 years. There's no doubt about that. Been Raider Nation since '80s, bro. I'm definitely a Raider for life. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that loyalty. I love my black guys, real buff beast. Okay. Nice shirt, Brandy. Thank you for seeing that, man. It was a Brandy Carlisle. I went and saw her a few years ago out at the Mempho Fest. What a great concert it was. She was amazing. A little less conversation, a little more ha ha. A little less conversation, a little more action. Dun, 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 satisfaction. A little less fun, a little more fun, a little more. Clearly, I don't know the words, but I can attempt to sing it. She's awesome, great musician, and a better person. Yes, yes. I also love Charles Woodson when he played for us. Them Raiders, man. They remind me of Memphis. They remind me of my Memphis Grizzlies. Raiders, a working class team. They a lot of people think they had a bad rep, but they're just very passionate. Raiders, man, the rivals that the Raiders have, when they play Denver, you know that's going to be a hell of a game. Always is. Who's another rival for the Raiders? Not sure. I know Denver's one of them. And of course, love Bo Jackson and Howie Long, and love Lyle Alzado. Interesting, William. Bo Jackson played baseball here in Memphis. He came to the stadium one time, and Tim McCarver Stadium, and hit a home run, 500 and something feet. Longest home run ever hit at Tim McCarver Stadium. Tim McCarver Stadium's torn down now, but I'll never forget it when he did it. He hit it out of the stadium into a football field behind the stadium, and they put a marker down how far he hit it. Hell of an athlete, Bo Jackson. Dean and Walker, good linebacker pickups. Sing it did good. Yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all so much. I come in the mornings and do the rundown, and we get a lot of trolls. And sometimes I engage too much with those trolls. And if I get into a headspace where I feel like I'm engaging too much with the trolls and they're making me angry, then I'll do what I did earlier today. I'll end the stream, and then I'll reset and I'll start it back, and we'll start back from the top. Talking sports today. I like it. Oh, the Kansas City Chiefs are another big enemy of. Oh, yeah. The Chiefs. Okay, what am I forgetting that for? Yeah, Chiefs and Raiders. That's the big one. Can't believe I forgot that one. Man, Max Crosby's a beast too. Love number 98. I just heard Bo tell a story where he got kicked out a first at bat on purpose. His wife was going into labor and he wanted to be there. That's awesome. Man, what you shared about Bo Jackson, love Bo. Yeah, he was a heck of an athlete. I got really lucky because I got to see. I also got to see Michael Jordan play baseball. He played for the Birmingham Barons, and they came in and played at Tim McCarver because they were in the same league as the Chicks, the Memphis Chicks at the time. So I got to see Michael Jordan play baseball. Hey, Michael Jordan is a baseball player. He wasn't bad. I mean, he came in and he competed. He just wasn't Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? People look back at that and they think that was a failure for Michael Jordan. I don't think it was a failure. I think he proved a lot by doing that. It didn't work out. He wasn't, the best in the world. But again, if you can step into even AA or AAA and compete, and you've never played baseball like that before, that says a lot. So I remember watching him struggle a little bit, but I remember thinking, wow, look at what we're seeing here. Michael Jordan attempting to play baseball. It was really cool. A cool moment in history that I got to share with. Man, I love how we beat the Chiefs a few years ago on Christmas Eve, I believe, and it was in their stadium too. Who doesn't love beating the Chiefs? No. I don't know. The Chiefs, for a while there, it seems like the Chiefs were becoming this hated team by a lot of Americans because it seems like old Patrick Mahomes he got protected a little bit too much. But they had a year this year where they got a little humbled, and we'll see if they're back. I don't think they're going anywhere. I mean, when you got that quarterback, Mahomes, you're always going to be in the game. Francona said he was getting good. Bo was one of a kind. Michael Jordan played that sport for his dad, even though he wasn't that good at baseball. He's still one of the greatest basketball stars of all time. Yes, Cody. Yes, but again, I give him mad props for even attempting to do it. I mean, a lot of people might say, "Oh, well, he used his he used his celebrity to get that position." Yeah, maybe he did, but he was able to get in there and at least compete. The 94 MLB strike kind of ended MJ in baseball. Yeah, I remember that. Go back to your country, Birmingham Barons. What a time. I always loved those Bo Knows Nike commercials back in the day. Yeah, those were cool. I had a bunch of Bo Jackson baseball cards that I sold a while back. I also, basketball wise, loved Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was AI, man. AI, hell of a player. There's always a team that gets hated on. Yeah. Ask the Dallas Cowboys. People love to hate the Dallas Cowboys, don't they? I understand the hate for the Dallas Cowboys. I get it. Sometimes, though, I wonder, I'm like, the people who troll the Dallas Cowboy fans, you're like, bro, they haven't won anything since fucking 95. Oh, sorry about that F-bomb, guys. They haven't won anything since 95. You had hate in your heart earlier this morning. That's a sign of weakness, my friend. True strength comes from controlling the tongue. Don't allow your mindset to destroy your inner peace. Yeah, I was a little pissed off. A little pissed off. It was one of those that kind of sit on my mind overnight. I don't like that. I don't like what they're trying to do with this slush fund, and it really threw me. But I'm a normal human being. I'm going to get irritated, and if I feel like it's for the right reasons, then it is what it is. But you're right there, big 5K. I gotta hold myself accountable. Yeah, I'm a big sneakerhead, man. I have tons of Jordans. The Jordan 1s are my top favorite. I wish I look at these guys who are sneakerheads, and I kind of admire you guys collecting those the shoes. I get it. I can't afford it, but I appreciate those who do that. I understand it. Last time Cowboys was in the Super Bowl, I was not even born. Yeah, that's true. I'm always pissed off these days. Swaggy, I feel like that too, man. But we got to reset it sometimes, you know. You got to reset it. Sometimes you can feel so much hate around you that it's it can tilt you a little bit. And we can all fall victim to it. Nobody out there's perfect. But if we can work on it, then we're going to be all right. God, man, can you just imagine if the world had more love and unity in it? How awesome would America be? It would be amazing. We'd be. I mean, people always say we're the most powerful nation in the world, and militarily, maybe we are. But I think if we had unity here at home and we took care of our own, then sky's the limit for our country. I mean, it really is. We can do great things, and it's a lot easier to do great things when you have most people on board. So thank you for that comment. I like Jordans too, but my favorite shoe in human history are Denver Converse. That she was something else. You could do anything in that shoe. Denver Converse. Yeah, man, Jordans are too expensive. You need to understand that our country is in good hands. We are under the grace of God, our Father. Loving unity is starting now. Starting right now. Boom. Just like that. That's how easy it is to reset that hate and get back on board that love train. You want to come up, Beeks? You want to come up and dirty up my shirt? You see what I got on my chest here? My little beaky beaks. Look, I can fly! I can fly! Blop, blop, blop. You stink. You stink. You smell like outside dog. You smell like outside dog. But you're so cute. I can't be mad at you for smelling like outside dog. You can't get much closer. I don't know what else you're gonna try to do. Are you gonna try to bury yourself in my face? Is that what you're gonna try to do? Al. I mean, if I could get you closer, I would, but you're about as close as you can get. Oh, you're going to try to get closer, okay? You're going to try to put that big old tongue in my face? No, no, no. Are you already warm? She's already, I can tell she's already, it's going to be you're going to be a hot dog today. You're going to be a hot dog. Oh, I love those moments. She went over. Yeah, she's getting hot. She's getting hot. It's not even that hot yet. It's 9:37. I got to get my charger, guys. Hang on for 1 second. Go back inside. Who's coming in? Who's going out? Shut the door. Door can't stay open. Door can't stay open. It's got to be shut. We're gonna play this game all day, guys. Where we go in and out, in and out, in and out. Is that what's gonna happen? Is that what my morning's gonna be like? Okay, 3 of them are out. 1 of them's in. Give me 1 second while I plug my charger back in on my phone. All right. Something like that. There we go. Something like that. All right. You ever smell wet dog in the woods and you don't have a dog around? Run. It's Bigfoot. She's a sweetheart. I have a few buddies of mine, the Marines, and they're some of the nicest and most badass guys I've known. Ha ha. I definitely believe Bigfoots are real and living out in very, very deep and heavily wooded areas. Dude, are you Frank Zappa? No, man, I don't have Frank Zappa money. I'm Frank. I couldn't come up with a funny joke. Too early. I'm Frank Napa. I ain't Frank Zappa. That wasn't even funny. The first time I saw Bigfoot, this creature stood at least 10 feet tall, maybe 4 or 5 feet wide shoulders, and it looked at me and I stayed still. Thank God I turned around because I probably wouldn't be here. Wow, Cody. I didn't know you had an experience with Bigfoot. I'm Frankenstein. Thank you. I loved Frankenstein. Or Dr. Frankenstein. I love the creature. What was the creature's name? Was it Bill? Bob? What was Frankenstein's monster's name? Wasn't it like Bob or something? All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, man, game 1 tonight with the Knicks and Cavs should be a good one. Go Knicks. I'm definitely going to be watching it. Love, it's not a social construct. It's how one views him or herself in a relationship to a higher power. I love being transgender. Bigfoot is real. I'm married to her. I knew. I felt it. I felt that joke coming. When Cody said that he'd had an experience with Bigfoot, in the back of my mind, there was a joke about, oh, you sure it wasn't a woman you left a bar with or something? I couldn't. I was trying to construct it, but it didn't come together. And then this guy comes in with, Bigfoot is real. I'm married to her. Dave Moss. Thank you for that funny stuff today, man. We need humor. We need laughter. We need love. Yeah, the Knicks definitely need another championship. It's been way too long, LOL. Yeah, Knicks have been on a dry streak. You should have said Frankie Figs, LOL. The last NBA championship the Knicks won was back in 1972. So, damn, I was 1 year old. You're giving me a reason to cheer for the Knicks, man. You're giving me a reason to cheer for the Knicks. I always pull for underdogs. I love underdogs. Now that you're telling me Knicks haven't won since 72, I think I might be pulling for the Knicks tonight. I think I might. Plus Cleveland. I got no problems with Cleveland, but they took our Rock and Roll Hall of Fame from Memphis. So I do have a gripe with Cleveland about that. Yeah, I had an experience with a supernatural being and it terrified me, but it opened my eyes to other things in the world that are real. It's awesome, Cody. It looks like you have some yard work to do. No shit. Dave Moss, we have a running joke here, man. Whenever I come into I call this studio, studio patio or something. I have a studio A, which is an actual studio. I have studio B, which is my bedroom. We have studio C, which is my car. And we have the backyard studio. Now, the thing that's funny is this hedge back here, this pile of brush back here, it's been telling me I need to pick it up for like the last month. I originally cut down a bunch of branches back here because I had to. Sat them over there, waited for the leaves to fall off and to figure out what I was going to do with it. But now every time I do a stream, people come in and they automatically get on me about the pile of brush back there. I was actually talking about maybe we can name the pile of brush. you know, because who knows how long it's going to be there. Thank you for calling me out on it, though, Dave. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you do have a good reason now to cheer on the Knicks. I do. I do. Love it. You married her. Oh, you're talking about. Yeah, man, your shirt is cool. Love the design on it. Thank you, man. What state are you in? Can you burn it instead of picking it up? I'm in Tennessee. I don't know what our rules are about burning it. I do know that I do have a grill that I haven't used in a while, like a barrel grill, and I did one day start to burn it. It wasn't moving fast enough. We're talking about getting a fire pit over there, so you know maybe we'll do it this weekend. Maybe I'll get a fire pit going. I already talked about maybe grilling out, taking a gummy before I grill out, see what happens. I don't know. It's potentially going to happen. They really haven't won since '72. Yeah, I didn't know that, Cody. Nice cat, man. The original Bigfoot died in 1988. She was my mother-in-law, Mark. Are you big into music? Hell yeah, I'm big into music, man. Huge into music. As a matter of fact, a lot of times in this channel, you know, we'll have a night where we're just talking about music. A lot of times people will throw lyrics up and Liberties will just start singing the lyrics. That's how we roll here. If anybody wants to test it out. Sir, I enjoy your content, but the spider stash is being consumed by your mouth. Oh, man, I love you guys. Man, I absolutely love Iron Maiden and the Misfits. Awesome. Well, you'll love the studio then, because Studio A, I have an album, a picture album on the wall of Number of the Beast album. You'll see it. It's prominently displayed. And before all you Christians jump on me about having a Number of the Beast album, look, guys, I'm into graphics. I love graphics. I love scary graphics. I like cool graphics. You know, I like Rob Zombie looking stuff. You know, I love it. I love that kind of stuff. And a lot of times, if you're into that kind of stuff, people in general public look at you and think, "Oh, that guy must be satanic or something." I'm a big Ghost fan, so yeah, I dig Iron Maiden. I dig Ghost. Misfits. Never done a deep dive into them, but understand their importance to the history of music. 666. That's awesome. I definitely got to see that. As long as you're not in the city limits, you can burn anything other than that. You have to call the fire department and have them there where I'm at. My friend, I think that you're a vessel that is half full. Okay. I know what you're saying, Big Five, Big K. I know what you're saying. You think that I have the fire, but you don't think that I have the fire for the Lord. I know what you're saying, Big K. I do have the fire, and if you don't think it's the fire for the Lord, then that should be okay, because you should see that it's a fire of kindness. And if you're a Christian, if you're a real Christian who a Jesus Christ Christian, then you should also extend a hand to kind people and motivate them, even though they might not believe specifically what you believe. You know, and you know that we've talked about that 100 times in here. I also love the Doors and Jimi Hendrix, good stuff. Also love Chicago and Toto. Get your guitar and play us a song. Play me a song, Curtis Lowe. Curtis Lowe. I wish I could play guitar. I look like I should be able to play guitar, but I can't. I can't. I can play a little on the keyboards, but even that I ain't good at. Yeah, I definitely look to be one of your regulars in here, man. Love the channel. Wait till you see me at night, William. We have some fun. We have some real fun in here. I think we do. We have some stuff happening here that's live, and also I am on StreamYard, so at least for now. I might have to pull the StreamYard back. I might have to just for a while anyway, I might have to go back to just regular live streams from YouTube. Because I'm not using all the features of StreamYard. I want to be able to have you guys come up and talk, which I can do those things. I can put you up on the screen. We know that because if you were here a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, you saw somebody get on screen and do something very disturbing. Yes. I screwed up. I invited someone in who I shouldn't have, and they did some things. So I got to be careful who I invite in to chat with. But I can pull you up right here. You know, you don't have to show your face, but I can pull you up to hear you. Okay, so while I still have StreamYard, you know, if any of you guys do want to come in on a night stream and talk, I think we'll do that tonight. We'll set it up where you guys can. We hadn't done it in a while, where you can join me if you want to. If you have anything to say or anything, you know, any topic we want to talk about, I can pull you up and we can have up to 10 people on here. All right. It's just difficult to do from my phone, but we can do it. And I want to do it. When do the strippers show up? Curtis Lowe, that's a great song. The Grateful Dead, the Beatles, the Stones, Allman Brothers, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Alvin Lee. These are some good groups and good musicians. Mark, you sound like you should be part of the channel, man. When did the strippers show up? You never know on my channel. They could show up, but it's probably more likely dogs are going to show up and knock my camera over and jump on my chest. And I love Mozart, Beethoven numbers. Those are the real oldies that I love. And this timeline, Elvis, the only one. Yeah, man, I just recently moved into a new place. So it's been stressful and I'm still trying to get used to the new area. I hate moving. Yeah, William, I'm the same way, man. It's always, you know, we can talk about moving being, it's a very stressful thing. It's right up there with losing a loved one, losing a pet. That's how stressful moving can be. It's especially when you have a lot of stuff. You know, if you're moving from place to place and you don't have a lot of stuff, it's not that difficult. But if you have a lot of stuff, yeah, it's a difficult thing. Plus meeting new people, getting used to your new surroundings, all of that. You'll get it though, man. You'll get it. You'll get it. I've moved to a lot of places and yeah, the anxiety's real. It's real. Keep pushing on, man. Yes, it sure is. Very, very stressful. Absolutely it is. I do not want to intrude upon your venue, but if you can pull me up on your thing, I can sing you a song, lay some good music on you. Dr. Mark from upstate Adirondacks Mountains of New York. Mark, can you do it later? Can you do it later tonight? Or on another stream? Because I'll definitely pull you in here, man, if you promise to behave. You know, don't pull one of those things that. I'll go ahead and tell you what happened. Guy popped in. I was angry. I shouldn't let him pop in. He wanted to debate me, and he popped in and proceeded to pull his pants down and show us his brown eye. That really happened, and yeah, it was real messed up. It was real messed up. I reported him. Hopefully, he's gone. That's awesome. You can put down some background tracks. We can make our own song. That sounds like good stuff. I've always wanted to get on here and write a song. I want to get a bunch of people on here and let's just write some silly song. You know, I've got keyboards that can lay down a bass track. I mean, we could make one right now. It's really hard for me to type, so I have to talk into the phone, and sometimes the words don't come out right. Cody, don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it, man. We do that all the time in here. We have wires get crossed. I understand you guys. You know, I wish there was an easier way you could talk live to me. I wish I had a phone number you guys could call up. I really would like that. I'd like to have it set up where we have an actual line, you know. And watch the channel grow. Maybe we will. You know, a lot of this stuff out there, guys, and I would never, you know me, I'm never going to come in here and ask you guys for any super chats or anything like that. But I'm going to be real with the fact that you know, in order for me to get a phone set up, or I really need a laptop more than anything, because my laptop that I have is a fossil, so it's difficult to do things. I can't really live stream from it. So, you know, just understand we're always working towards those goals to do those things. Who knows, a year from now, maybe I can be sitting in the studio every day and we can have a logo pull up. You know, we can have I can absolutely make a theme song. I've actually made a couple of them. But we can have it looking very, very official. But also, I don't want to lose the heart of the channel. And the heart of the channel is speaking honestly and being open and not being phony and just doing it live, you know. If a puppet pops up, a puppet pops up. If we're drawing pictures, we're drawing pictures. If we're playing trivia, we're playing trivia. You know, it's always going to be something different, but I want to. Oh my God, my beagle is. See, this is what we deal with when I come out here. My beagle's stuck inside now, looking out the window at me like she's in misery. You can shove it up your ass. Wow. Okay. Yikes. Yikes, man. Slow down, calm down. Gotta let my beagle out. She's looking too pathetic. And who's Moe's? You're probably gonna go in. Beagle's gonna come out. It's always something. Feeling okay, boy? Coming out, going in. All right. All right, y'all go play. Y'all go play. Y'all go play. I can see your outdoor temperature is better than mine. Let's do it. Everybody make the song. Got some happy doggos. Yeah, yeah. They look like they're killing each other. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a big one right here. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I just want you all to know that At the end of the day, guys, we're all going to be okay. All right. We're all going to be all right. We're going to be okay, guys. We're going to be okay. This channel proves that we're going to be okay. We get people from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life, and we want to make it social media social again, where we're not attacking each other at all times. And I like to stay positive. I think we're going to be okay. I really do, as a country. Humans win out in the end. Empathy wins. Love wins. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes. And when I get frustrated, I want to apologize to you guys, because I need to be an example. I need to be an example for you guys, and I need to, control that kind of stuff. It's difficult. It can be difficult when you feel like people's rights and lives are being trampled upon, and you just want people to have a little bit of empathy, love, kindness. Isn't that cute? We're going to be all right. All right. Anybody want to share anything you have planned this week, or should we do a question? Let's go ahead. You know what, guys? We don't usually do a lot of games during the day, but maybe we can. All right, here we go. This is a good one. This is a good one. Grab that sausage and stroke. Man, what in the world? What in the world? What in the ever loving heck? What in tarnation? Oh man, you guys, too early for this kind of stuff. Don't you love it when your dogs gave you that look through the glass and you're like, man, damn it, I just let you out. And they're about 20 minutes ago, and it ain't even 20 minutes for me, man. They do not, if they see me out here doing something, dogs are sociable creatures. They want to hang out. They want to be with daddy. They want to be with Libercheese. They want to, and then it gets hot and they want to go in, and then they look out like, please, I want to come back out and be with you guys. Love dogs, love animals. I'm reading these questions. I'm trying to get a good one. So bear with me for a second. There's some good ones in here. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. I think this is a good one. We can talk about this one. Here we go. Look, I don't know if it's reverse or not. If you can't read it, I'll read it. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Was there ever something was there something your parents refused to buy you as a kid that you really wanted? It's a good topic. Is there something that as a kid you really wanted, but your parents refused to buy for you? I can answer first. Motorcycle. I wanted a motorcycle, and my parents were like, no, 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 no. You're not the motorcycle kind of guy. I did. I wanted a motorcycle. I think any young man, it's, with kids, I would think that, or with boys, I would think that my butt feels funny. BB gun could be an answer. I think a lot of boys wanted a BB gun or a real gun. And your parents might have said, no, you shoot your eye out. But it was a motorcycle for me. I don't even think it was a motorcycle. I think I just wanted one of those little, what do you call them? I guess it's a motorcycle, but the small ones. What did they call? I thought they were called something though. Yeah, it was a dirt bike. A dirt bike. Or that's what you asked your parents for, and your parents were like, "No, you can't have that." Thank you for that, William. Airsoft is the best place to start. Then you get into real guns, huge big pattern. Pit bikes. So and you remember you thought your parents were the worst in the world. For not not wanting you to have a motorcycle as a kid. But now that you're older, you understand why they wanted that. They didn't want that to happen. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I get it. I get it why my parents wouldn't want me to have a motorcycle because they would let us out. When I was 11, 12 years old. You remember how it was? They'd let you out for the entire day. Oh, go out on your bike, enjoy your neighborhood and your friends. And we would disappear into the neighborhood on our bikes, and of course, within 5, 10 minutes, we're setting up giant ramps. We're setting up 5 foot ramps trying to jump over a ramp. I remember doing it. We all did it. It's part of growing up. You got to take those lumps. You got to find that bravery to try to jump over that ramp. And you know damn well you're going to flip over and hurt yourself. It's part of it. But at least with a bike, it's not going to land on top of you, and it's not going to be 100 pounds, 150 pounds landing on top of you. So, to the parents out there who protected us from getting that little motorbike, I understand in retrospect. I get it. Had I gotten that motorcycle, I might not be here with us today. Because that's the way we used to learn. We used to go out and do it. Silly stuff too on our bikes. Silly stuff. I remember sometimes it would get so bad we would make a ramp that was really, really high, and you'd have a parent across the street see what you're doing, and they'd run out and they'd say, "No, no, stop, stop, stop. You shouldn't attempt to do what you're about to do." But we lived, didn't we? Moped, moped, moped. Definitely not. I always loved motocross. That's anything 85 cc and lower. Yeah. I blame Evil Knievel. Evil Knievel. I blame him for us wanting to get out there and try to jump giant ditches and things like that. You guys remember the greatest toy in history? I'm going to throw this out here. It's gonna upset a lot of people because I can't put words in your mouth about what the greatest toy in history was. But for me, it was the wind up Evil Knievel motorcycle. Yeah, I remember you set the ramps up and you crank it up, and Evil would shoot off and jump and flip, and he'd hang on. He'd hang on, man. He'd be flying off, and you could have him doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, to me, that was the greatest toy in my childhood. I don't know how many others feel the same, but if I could have that again, I know they're still selling it. I'd like to have that. I'd like to give it one more go right here in the backyard. Let me read some of these comments. Yeah, man, the 80s and 90s were the best as a kid. There ain't no doubt about that. Yeah, we lived. First time I ever did a half pipe on a bicycle. It was wild. My brother dared me to do a backflip. The first time I ever did one, I landed it all right, but I broke some bones. It was fun. You did a backflip, Cody? Man, what a slacker I was. I wasn't thinking about no backflip. Yeah, so you're good on you, Cody. You were braver than I was. I mean, we attempted some goofy stuff, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I ever attempted a backflip. Yeah, I would remember that. I'll tell y'all a real funny, embarrassing story. I don't know how funny. I think it's pretty funny. I one Christmas I got a Huffy. It was a chrome Huffy, chrome and blue and gold. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Now let me remind you that I didn't come from money, but what I did come from was I had a stepdad who, when he earned the money, he spent it. He spent it. He didn't. If he would want us to have a big Christmas, you know, so he would go out and he'd splurge and spend the money. And I had a Huffy, and this bad boy, it was in magazines. I'll never forget it. I was so excited to take that thing out, and I took it out, and I was riding around thinking I'm the fastest in the neighborhood with this new Huffy. And I had a friend down the road. His name was John, and John had a bike that was an old school bike. I made fun of it because I thought it looked kind of like a girly bike. Um, but yeah, I thought to myself, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to whoop John's ass on my new bike. We're going to race. And so we got up there and we got up at the top of the hill and we raced down to the bottom. And he beat me on my new bike. And I got so angry. I was like, how is that even possible? How did you beat me on that piece of crap bike with my brand new Huffy? So what I did was like a dummy. I said, oh, yeah? Well, let's switch bikes. Your bike's just faster than mine. And we switched bikes, and he got on my new Huffy, and I got on his old bike, and he proceeded to whoop my ass again. He whooped my ass on my new bike. I learned a lesson that day, man. I learned a lesson. Wow, he humiliated me. I remember I was so angry that he beat me on that bike. I was like, no, that's impossible. It's impossible. Look at my new bike. I've got to be faster. Oh, what a humiliating story to bring up. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm getting older, but I will still do it. I remember building bike ramps throughout my kid years and teen years. Definitely was a reason to get into wood shop and weight room after the failures. Uh, I'm getting older, but I'll still do it. Hey, bro, have a great day, and it's been awesome chatting with you. I'll definitely catch your next live. Much love and respect, William. Thank you for coming in and subbing the channel, brother. So, hey, I'll be up at random times, man. I look forward to talking to you again too. There are winners and there are losers. Yep. Yep. I was the loser. There ain't no doubt about it. Embarrassing. I was a kid, you know. I was a kid. Me and that guy, me and John, man, we learned a lot about life through each other. We would fight. We would have scraps in the middle of the yard. I'm talking like all day fights, brother. We would get out there and scrap for hours. And that's no joke. We would fight, wrestle and fight and get up and fight more. And at the end of the day, we're still best friends. It was crazy. It was crazy, you know, discovering how you are as a person through your childhood, you know. Yeah, his name was John. He was a very, very important person in my life, you know. We beat the crap out of each other and still love each other. What a crazy time to be alive, right? And then there are people who don't even realize they were playing. Yeah, you're a champion. You know, we learned respect. We learned respect for each other because years later, we would talk about how we would have these knockdown, drag out fights, and how neither of us would ever give up. And we respected the hell out of each other for that. Sometimes he'd get the upper hand, sometimes I'd get the upper hand. But he kicked my ass on a bike. Oh man. It's all part of growing up. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you for that, guys. Took me on a little journey there. All right, we still got 3 of us in here. We'll hang around a little bit longer. We'll hang around a little bit longer. How you doing, doggies? Everybody okay? Everybody good? Very soon it's going to be too hot to be out here. I can't believe it's only 10:14. Yep, very soon it's going to be too hot to be out here. Where's the other hat? Which one? Oh, the smiley face hat. I just took it off. Took it off and threw this one on. I got to drive now, but I will watch and listen to everybody. Cody, driving? Yeah, I'll be going to the zoo in the next couple of days, and I can't wait to get that footage for you. Come here. All right, let's look what I got. Look what I got. Look what I've got. I feel like if Cody's listening when he's driving, I feel like I need to sing a song or something. Hmm. Don't you start. Let's sing a positive song on a Tuesday afternoon while we entertain Cody as he drives down the road. Um, hand, touching hand, reaching out, touching you, touching me. Bum, bum, bum. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Good times never seem so good. So good. So good. So good. Rue's licking me while I'm singing it. Is the zoo expensive now? I haven't been to one in years. So good. So good. It's getting hot down here in the south. Can't wait to move somewhere that feels cooler to me. Joey, I'm kind of feel that way in the summertime too. But I do love the fall down here. I love the fall. It's hard for me to leave Tennessee because I love our falls. Yes, drugstore. Zoo's about $20. It's between $20 and $30. The one in Memphis is anyway. They do like pricing where certain days are maybe 25, certain days are 20. So about 20, $25. I love hot dogs. You're in Tennessee too? Oh, we got a Joey Diesel comedy. We got a comedian in here. All right, Joey. Joey, you can't just come into a live stream with a name like that and not expect me to ask you to make me laugh. No, I'm just kidding. Don't make me. If you want to, because I love laughing. So we'll all wait on Joey. I bet you fit a wiener in your mouth. Okay. What do you think about how Canada is killing us Canadians? Well, Lord Dunce, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, man. We have so many problems down here that I can't really read up on Canada's problems, to be honest with you. I hope you're not having problems up there. I hope you guys are living free and I love my neighbors to the north. I love my neighbors to the south. I love my neighbors to the east and I love my neighbors to the west. I want nothing but good for you Canadians. Eh? Who is Joey? Like Joey a kangaroo? I thought Donald Trump was saving you. Y'all? Nah, Lord Dunce, you can't lump Americans together like that, man. You can't do that. There's there's a lot of us out there that we got our eyes open. We got our eyes open. Not left versus right, not red versus blue. It's the 1%. The 1%. Those are the guys that we want to go after. We want to go after those guys. We're focusing on that. It's happening slowly but surely, but it is happening. And if you want to help with that, then definitely sub this channel because we're always talking about issues that affect every single one of us. Probably affects you too, Lord Dunce. I don't know if billionaires, the greed in Canada, I don't know if a lot of your people up on top are beholden to corporate interest like they are here in the States. Those days need to come to an end. Hopefully we can see it before I pass on. I haven't done a set in a while, kind of stopped because I'm not consistently funny and I got too full of myself. I haven't changed my name yet, waiting to figure out what to do next. Oh, Joey. Joey, I don't like that, man. You haven't done a set in a while, kind of stopped because I'm not consistently funny. Joey, come on, man. Look, brother. You're saying that to the wrong person because all I'm going to do is motivate you. All I'm going to do is tell you to keep driving. Keep on driving. If that's it's still in your heart and that's your passion, brother, you got to do it. You got to do it. I attempted stand up twice. Didn't go well. Went terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm not ready to share those stories with my channel yet, but I will share them eventually. So yeah, Joey, hey man, and I get it. You got to take care of finances, and I bet you that I know it's a struggle for any comedian. You know, sometimes you guys working for $50, $100, sometimes for just a bar tab. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think you're not consistently funny. I've never seen it. So I would tell you keep driving. Keep pushing, Joey. I know, but I'll hop in a wet hole from time to time. Also, great goatee, beard bro. We can't all pull off that look. The homeless look? Is that the one you're talking about? No, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm not good at taking compliments. Okay, I'm gonna. You can get me to blush. I appreciate it though. The war's killing us on gas and rent has skyrocketed. Nobody can afford anything in Canada, especially in Toronto. Sounds like you're in the same boat we are here in the States, man. Somebody overnight decided that our candy bars should be $3.99 for a king size and $2.79 for a regular size. They're just doing it behind our backs. Seems like you wake up every day, there's a new fee over here. There's something new being charged on your phone, on your cable, on everything. They're just feeding us to death. All of a sudden, landlords think they can charge double their rent for some reason. I don't know why that's happened, but yeah, they think that they can charge, $2,500 for a 1-bedroom studio apartment in a city. And Yeah, we see you. We know what it's about. We know it's all about greed. And we're coming to rectify that situation. We're demanding more for all Americans and all Canadians too. You don't need another yacht. You don't need another yacht, you freeloaders. It's time to pay your taxes. Good day to you. I'm thinking location might be an issue. Might try again when I move and just operate differently. I could imagine location with comedy would be a huge thing. I don't know where you're at. Maybe, did you tell me where you're at? To be fair, housing prices went up here before the war. No, 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 no. I'm not blaming that on the war. I'm not blaming that on the war. I'm blaming that on just greed. That's been going on for decades. That ain't about any one party or side or anything like that. That's just about greed up top. They think we have more money than we do. You know what I mean? That's all I'm talking about. Nashville. It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough, brother. I lived in Nashville. I went up there to write music. Seems like everybody out there is trying to be famous in Nashville, doesn't it? Yeah, it seems like that'd be a tough marketplace. Marketplace, is that right? Tough market. Well, hang in there, Joey. Why don't you come on down to Memphis? Why don't you come on down to Memphis and do a set? Do an open mic or a set down here, man. I'll check you out. If you're ever in this area and you have a open mic or anything like that, let me know. I'll shoot over. I'll shoot over and watch you. I want to get a cottage in Canada. I'm only 26, but the only way to get one is becoming a millionaire. Oh, God. Isn't that terrible, Lord? Look, you're only 26, Lord Dunce. You're only 26. I really want you to sub the channel. We need younger people in here. If we're going to continue our movement, it can't just be all us old farts. I want to give you some words of encouragement, Lord Dunce. It's not always going to be like that, okay? We're on the. There's something big that's about to happen in history. The people are going to stand up and demand to be paid livable wages, and it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect everybody. We're all going to be lifted up. That's why when we get into these shouting arguments, I'm kind of like, I've got to readjust and reset and quit with the culture war stuff and realize they're the ones that want us bickering. And they know we're opening our eyes. 2 more days till payday and my refrigerator is empty. Oh, man. Penny Hart, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry you're in that kind of situation. That sucks, man. That sucks. You're working. You got 2 more days till payday and your refrigerator's empty. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Love you. Don't like the situation. Want your situation to be better. Hang in there, Penny. Hang in there. Sub this channel if you ever need any motivation or anything, come on in here. I know that's not putting food in your mouth, but I will do my best to send positive vibes your way. I know you can't eat positive vibes, but just know that I feel your struggle and I fight for people like you. I'm moving out of state, but I still know people around Memphis. I used to live around there. What state you moving to, man? What state you moving to? I'm on the highway. I'm breaking rules. I'll come watch you too, Joe. But Cody's saying he'll come watch you. I'm 36, so I'm middle-aged fart. 36, man. You're a pup. I'll never forget when I was 36 and I started feeling like I was a little old, and I worked with a guy who was in his 70s, or he might have been in his 60s. I think he was in his 70s. And he'd pull me to the side and he'd say, "Hey, man, stop acting like you're old. You ain't old. You're a puppy." I didn't feel like a puppy, but he kind of reset my thoughts a little bit. He's like, "Man, look, at 36, brother, you still got your whole life ahead of you, man. Your whole life ahead of you. So even if right now you're in a situation that you're not quite sure, what your ultimate destination is going to be, hell, you might not figure that out till you're in your 50s. But I'm here to tell you, continue on, man. Continue on. 36, you got a lot of time. A lot of time. Young man is what you are. I think I might do the puppet angle. Everyone loves the foul mouth puppet with a funny sounding voice. All right, are you trolling me now, Joey? Have you been in here and seen my puppet stuff? Is that what you're doing? Because I do puppet stuff, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I'll be right back. He's coming out and staying in. Don't knock the camera over. 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 Thank you. All right. These aren't toys. These are not toys. These are living beings. They're living beings. I do not expect you to come over and start grabbing my living beings and treating it like it's a toy. Okay? They're not alive yet, but we make them alive. Now, and when we do these things, I fully expect anybody online to watching this stream to treat this inanimate object as a real person. All right, that's the one thing that I demand. What's that? Guys, we have a special guest. Cowboy Carl's in the house. Well, howdy. Howdy, my fans. How are we doing today? Wait. Is that the right voice? Is that the right voice you're giving me? Okay. All right, this is Cowboy Carl, everybody. Say hello to Cowboy Carl. Howdy, guys. Let's do this. Who's got questions today for Cowboy Carl? I'm here to answer them, and I'm here to be, even if I have to get a little ornery, and don't do anything that's going to make me mad, burn my beans, or anything like that. All right, anybody got any questions for Cowboy Cowboy Carl? I'm 52 and decided to teach myself assembly language. We do stupid shit here, man. We do really stupid stuff. Hey, what are you calling stupid, son? Nothing stupid about me. Cowboy Carl, I think we got to work on your voice. I think we need to work on your voice. All right, let's see what else we got in here. We might have some new friends today. No, I don't know about that one. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. My name's Harry the Hippo. How's your day? I can't believe what the fuck we're doing right now. People come into this. No, quit trying to steal Henry. Quit trying to steal Henry. Henry's not a play toy. Come on now, you guys. These are real. These are my friends. Y'all can't be treating these things like they're play toys. It's a disaster. I wanted to do a simple puppet show, and all my dogs are trying to kidnap all my puppets. All right. I kind of liked Harry's voice a little bit. Maybe we'll hang on to that one. Definitely not good at voices. I can't believe that you actually came in here and said that you might be you might be doing puppets for your comedy, man. That it's such a small world. Because what are the odds of you coming into a stream where I do puppet stuff? Now my puppet stuff's not going to be nearly as good as your puppet stuff. Hello, how's everybody doing? How's everybody? That's not the right voice. That's not the right voice for you. Hello. My name is. What is your name? My name is Dog Meat. Dog Meat. Call me Dog Meat. No, I don't want you to know. I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked by a crazy dog. Oh. All right. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. Puppet show's over. Puppet show's over. Y'all can't contain yourselves. You're acting too crazy. Yeah. Puppet show's over. Puppet shows. Too many dogs. Oh my goodness, what is happening? No, I don't have a Joe Biden puppet. I just got generic puppets. I got generic puppets. But I got a whole bag of generic puppets. I have animals, a lot of animals, but they're all in the car. Oh, here's a good looking one. I got to come up with. Tell me if I can get a voice for this guy. Hang on. Fourscore and 7 years ago, we convened in this chamber to talk. All men are created equal. All right. That's time out, man. All right, y'all go away. Y'all go away. I can't have anything. I can't have anything. You guys have got to jump in and just ruin my stream. No, come on now. Come on. Jeez. Okay, all right, you guys. Who wants to go in? Who's ready to go in? Get on inside. Hey. I don't know about that light. Oh, damn. I need to realize it's a beach chair. What am I doing flopping down in the chair like that? You want some good live action? Stick around and watch me flop down in that chair again and bust my ass. That's going to be funny. All right, let's see what we got here. Generic is good. They kept on picking on the dogs. He was a real life puppet. You can put a sock on your hand, and that would make a good Joe Biden puppet. Liked. Very happy to be me. I appreciate you. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, Joey Diesel. Sorry about that, man. That was really amateur hour. But that's how we do it here, man. We just play it by ear. Yeah, Joey, I think that hopefully you've subbed the channel, and I think that I'd like to have you on as a guest one night. I'd like to have you come in here. You don't have to do any comedy. I just feel like that. I'd like to chat with. I'm looking for people out there who compliment my personality. I have future ideas for podcasts, for things like that. And looking for like-minded people who maybe have a kind of a sense of humor. You definitely need a sense of humor. All right, here's a good one. Here's a good question we're going to ask. So it's a little thought thing. thought thing. A little, my words are so bad today. I am just not talking correctly today. Okay. This is a thought experiment. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. Here's the question, guys. If you can read that, let me know. If you can't, I'm going to read it to you. I was thinking he looked like the Mr. Monopoly guy. He just needs his monocle. Yeah, I was picturing like a judge. Maybe it was a judge or something like that. Okay, here's the question. Question is, well, in a few months, I'm gonna set up my own content creation stuff. Gonna do some voice acting related stuff by dubbing anime cartoons into an abridged series. That's amazing. Joey, I love it, man. I love you got plans. I just want to hear your voices. I want to hear, you're probably good at it. Probably good at it. At least better than me, but that's not saying too much. You have a great voice. Yes, a judge would be good. He looks like Raymond Kennedy from Kenny from Watch Dogs, but I definitely could collab remotely. Yes, because you have a great voice. No, I don't. All right, here's a question right here. Question is, what is something your significant other introduced to you that you now like? Is there anything that, now in order to play this one, you have to have a significant other. So if you don't have one of those, then you can still contribute. Maybe you had a significant other who they liked something, they introduced it to you that you didn't like originally, and you wound up growing to like. Is there anything out there like that? I know one. Thank you. Very happy to be me. Canadian desserts. Okay, there's a good one. Joey Diesel says that his significant other introduced him to Canadian desserts. But what is a Canadian dessert? Do you put gravy on it? I trying to picture what. Is it some type of maple syrup dessert? Is that what you're talking about? That's so sad that the only two things that I know about Canadian food is the poutine and maple syrup. Boy, I really got to get my crap together. I am so sorry to my fellow Canadians out there. The sober you and then the drunk you, one side is your significant other. Food. So your significant other introduced you to certain food types. No, it's Namo bars and some pastries with British influence. Okay. Namo bars and some pastries with British influence. British food gets a bad rap in here in America. And I often wonder if it's really that bad or if they're just a lot more healthy than we are. That to me would kind of track. Like if they see our desserts and we've got a triple layer chocolate blast volcano, and their desserts over there are a biscuit. You know what I mean? So yeah, they probably look at American desserts as being like overindulgent, too much. So when we attack them and call their food bland, maybe that's not the right way to look at it. Maybe we look at it as, oh, they just want to be healthy, right? Chick flicks. It's too dirty to tell. So your wife influenced you to do something too dirty to tell, and you enjoyed it. Okay, I like that, Cody. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect right there. It's perfect because now we can form these stories in our heads and try to come up, use our imagination to figure it out exactly what Cody's talking about. We don't have to discuss it out loud, but he gave us a treat. Chick flicks, nothing wrong with that, Joe. I've always been a romantic at heart, and I don't care. There's some chick flicks I like. I don't give a damn. I love the movie Love Actually. Love it. I think it's a great movie. What are some other chick flicks? I'm going to embarrass the hell out of myself right now. I'm going to tell you some of the chick flicks that I don't care if you don't like them. I liked them. Sweet Home Alabama. I love that. I love that movie. Baby Boom with Diane Keaton. I love that movie. Chick flicks can be okay, man. You don't have to be so manly in a chick flick. Get in there and enjoy it. Experience those emotions. As a human, as a male, it is. You don't always have to be macho, guys. You don't have to do that. I'm here to tell you. Go in there. Damn it! I remember I was 12, 13 years old, and I went in to see E.T. and I cried. I didn't care. I didn't care what people thought around me. I was afraid E.T. died. I was afraid E.T. died like everybody else. He's in that bag. I was like, oh, no, they killed E.T. That can't happen. And then Spielberg fooled me, played me for a fool. E.T. wasn't dead. He wasn't dead. That heart light started glowing. And man, you'll never forget that moment when Elliot realized that E.T. wasn't dead. And they were getting ready to take E.T. off. And he's like, no, he's alive. He had to rescue E.T. That's great stuff, man. I don't know if I would call E.T. a chick flick, but it absolutely is a movie that will test whether or not you're okay to unleash emotions in public, because it hit me, and I don't care. What are some other chick flicks you guys might like? And you're not afraid to admit it anymore. 40 First Dates. Is that a good one? Everything I Hate About You. Wait. No, 10 Things I Hate About You. Is that a good one? It's okay, guys. My wife showed me how small the world is and that we are all damn near the same. That's some good heady stuff there, Mark. I appreciate it. It's honestly the beans on the toast. They don't use Bush's baked beans. Man, were you the one in here telling me about putting beans on your toast? We talked about that recently, actually. I got to try it. It's not healthy as much as most of their diet comes from tradition. Okay. Music. Artists when I was younger, Willie Nelson, Sting, Bob Marley, acoustic guitar. Great stuff. All of it. They have fish and chips, and that's just fried fish and tater wedges. I love fish and chips. I like to put that vinegar on my fish. I don't care. And the fries. I'm a big malted vinegar kind of on the fish. Love it. Always get it, enjoy it. E.T., Celine Dion, Laughing, Ghostbusters, 51 First Dates. Is it 51 First Dates? Did I say 40 First Dates? Yes. They use COD though. All right. Yeah, see, that's good stuff, man. We're talking about some things. Getting to know each other. That's what it's all about. I love malt vinegar on fish and barbecue. I've never had it on barbecue. Wait. Yeah, I have. You're talking about a Carolina style barbecue. That's what you're talking about. With the vinegar sauce. Vinegar, it's okay. It's okay. For me though, I'm from Memphis, so we do our pulled pork over here. We like a sweet kind of barbecue sauce. Tangy, I guess you would say. I remember the first time I had a Carolina pulled pork, I did not enjoy it. But it's one of those that you continue. It's an acquired taste, I think. I appreciate it now. My husband got me. Wait, let me see. A Vegemite, really? We got to send them some grits. They'll love them. Decent cock sweep. Yeah, grits, shrimp and grits. Over here, we got a restaurant down the street. It's a breakfast place, and they're known for their catfish and grits. I saw a guy doing a review on it the other day, and my mouth was watering. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Grits can be good. Shrimp and grits, catfish and grits. My husband got me into the hockey player show Heated Rivalry. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's pretty intense show you got to watch. It's 5 thumbs up. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look that one up. I like a good sports documentary. Yes, Carolina style barbecue. Do you like other seafood? I love seafood. If I see food, I eat it. Okay. I'm sorry, Darren. Why did I call you Darren? I'm sorry, Joey. Sorry that I had to use that lame ass punchline. If I see food, I eat it. I love seafood. I love seafood so much. If I see it, I gotta eat it. No, seafood's great. Seafood's great. Shrimp, lobster. I love just about all of it. Fish, baked fish. Love baked fish. Fried fish. Shrimp scampi. Shrimp gumbo. Shrimp biscuits. Bread and shrimp. Shrimp chowder. Shrimp shrimp sandwich. Shrimp tacos. Shrimp burgers. Shrimp hot dogs. Shrimp scampi. Shrimp and peanut butter sandwich. Shrimp dipped in coffee. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Sorry, guys. That happens. Shrimp beer, shrimp cocktail. You got to have a shrimp cocktail. When they say and by shrimp cocktail, I mean shrimp dipped in a sex on the beach. It's so stupid. All right, I'll stop with that. I've never tried seafood before just because the smell itself. I understand that. Nothing wrong with that drugstore. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's not like if I'm around water or whatever and you get that fish smell, it's not like when I smell that I go, can't wait to get some fried fish tonight. No, that's not. It's not like that. So I get what you're saying. Pretty gross smell. Ooh, shrimp and peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, yeah, that one was a bit ridiculous. Shrimp popsicles, shrimp ice cream, shrimp ice cream, shrimp and mashed potatoes, shrimp and beans. I guess that's what we're going to do. We're just going to put shrimp with a bunch of foods and see if you can come up with the most disgusting combination. Shrimp and beets, shrimp and cabbage. But my favorite, shrimp and sauerkraut. Shrimp and sauerkraut. Holy crap. Oh, oh man. Shrimp and sauerkraut. Why? Why? I do love beets and cabbage. I can't judge. I've gotten stoned and had chicken covered in chocolate just once. Though, no shit, Joey. We do that, man. That's the, people, we always talk about the benefits. We always talk about the benefits. There's a lot of benefits out there, guys, to, if you're in a state where weed is legal, or if you're in a state where THC gummies are legal, there's a lot of benefits, to THC. Pain management. Uh, it can make you a comedian, or it can make you attempt to be a comedian. Deep thoughts. You have a lot of deep thoughts when you're high. Sometimes you think they're incredible, and then you record it, and you wake up the next day and you go, "Yeah, they weren't that incredible." But sometimes they are. But another one of the benefits of firing one up, if it's legal in your state, or taking a THC gummy, if it's legal in your state, is that it makes you an amateur chef. Yeah, it absolutely makes you an amateur chef. You're going to go and you're going to decide the weirdest combinations of food you're going to attempt to put together, and that's good stuff, man. It's staying curious, which we like to do on this channel. You're going to try some bullshit. In your brain, you're going to go, well, this should go with this. And then you're going to go try it. And a lot of the times you're going to think, wow, why is this combination never really been discovered before? And you're going to eat it and you're going to think, man, this is revolutionary. And then you're going to wake up the next day and you're going to attempt to do the same combination. And you're going to go, what the hell was I thinking? Sometimes, but sometimes you'll get a real winner. You'll get a real winning idea. And we've all had weird ideas when we've been stoned and gone to the kitchen. If you want to leave your weird ideas here, what you've done, it's okay. It's okay, guys. No judgment. I came in here the other day and I admitted I ate an entire box of Little Debbie banana cream snacks. I did. Very ashamed of myself. There were 8 of them in there. I didn't eat them all in one sitting. It was two sittings. But I was, I'd taken a gummy, and it was embarrassing. But that's such as life, We learn from our mistakes and we move forward. Don't be ashamed if you polished off a box of. Let me ask you this, guys. I got a real question for you, okay? This one's kind of weird, but okay, the other night I had chips. And they were actually my wife's chips. And she had eaten some of them, and I was high. So I asked her, I was like, yeah, can I get those chips? And she was like, yeah. She gave me the chips. And I proceeded to eat all of her chips without asking her. And so about 15, 20 minutes later, she's like, oh, can I get those chips? And I looked at her and I said, oh, I polished those off. Okay, so I think the way that I worded that pissed her off more than anything. What do you think? If I had just said, oh, hon, I ate those. Oh, I'm sorry, I ate those. She probably would have been okay with it, but me looking at her and saying, no, I polished those off already. She didn't like that term. She thought that was a barbed term, Oh, you just polished off my shit, huh? That's what you did. And you're proud of the fact that you just polished it off. Okay, well, yeah, I have an issue with that. What do you think? Do you think that I went overboard there using that phrase? I polished them off already? Yeah, it was kind of mean. It's kind of mean. But we dig at each other like that. I got a cool relationship with her. We can, when we sorry, polish those off, even though they were yours. LOL. I had my girlfriend quit last night. It was awesome. Can't wait. You said, wait. T2. I had my girlfriend quit last night. Awesome. Oh, wait, you said chips. You better not be. Okay. Okay. Oh, what time is it? T2? It's 10:58 in the morning. You can't come in here with using the talking about clits and chips, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, T2? T2, I love it when you pop in here, man. Thank you very much for stopping in. No, I'm not high right now. I wish I was high. Maybe I'm still a little high from last night. I don't know. I don't think I am, though. Polished off, yeah. Whenever my wife buys Pringles, she just hands them to me without putting them away. Yeah. Me too, man. Me too. Me too. She'll bring the bag back and she's like, "Oh, I'm not even going to put these up here. Take them." I wish you could see my beagle staring at me through the window right now. She wants to come out so badly. Yeah, so I apologize. And when you can become an amateur chef. Like I said, it's part of being staying curious. Start a part of growing as a human. It really is. You got to experiment with foods. I can't tell you the weirdest combination. I think I did mayo. I think I did a peanut butter and mayo sandwich one time. I think I did that one time. One time. Never did it again. I will tell you this, that a good experience that I have, a good snack food for me, if I've had a gummy or if I'm, having a little bit of adult fun that night, I discovered the Lay's all dressed potato chips. It's a lot. It is a lot. And if you're from Canada, you know what I'm talking about. But in the States, they've just started recently popping up everywhere. And what it is, it's a Lay's potato chip with every flavor on it. It's a lot to take in. Sometimes people would take one bite and they'll go, "Oh, that's not for me." But I'm here to tell you, press on with these chips. All right, because you can't just figure it out in one bite. And these all dressed chips, they will take you on a flavor journey if you allow them to. You can't just go, "Oh, that tastes too much like barbecue," and throw it out, spit it out, whatever. No, you got to let the flavor. You got to let the flavor take you on a journey. You're like, "Oh, there's a little onion right there. Oh, okay, I got a little hint of sour cream. Oh, I can taste the barbecue there." So if you're into pleasurable snack experiences when you've been imbibing in THC, then I would suggest Pringles all dressed potato chips. Give it a go. Come back and tell me how you liked it. I got to let my beagle out. Come on, baby. Who else wants to come out? Everybody want to come out? Everybody's coming out. They're all making their appearance. Don't knock the camera over. Don't knock the camera over. Don't knock the camera over. Everybody get situated. Get in your positions. Find your places. Find your places. No. All right. Have you ever heard of a banana and mayo bread sandwich? I have heard of that one. I have heard of that one. That actually might have been the one I tried. It might not have been peanut butter and mayo. It might have been banana and mayo. Hell, to be honest, it might have been all three. I know I've done the peanut butter and the banana thing because I'm in Memphis. We got Elvis. Elvis was known for his fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Fried peanut butter and banana. He would fry it up like a grilled cheese. I've had that before. It's very good. Very, very unhealthy. You got to put like a stick of butter per Stanwood. Yes, that's my dog in the background that sounds like a Wolverine. Oh wow. Wow. What a monster. And now the beagle's gonna come up here scared. Why did you scare the beagle like that? Did you get a little too carried away there, honey? She likes to put her entire mouth or the beagle's entire face in her mouth. If I can catch that on camera, I'll show you. Come here. Show everybody what you do. Show everybody what you do with the beagle. Come here. Show everybody what you do. And let's show the world. Don't be embarrassed. You do it all the time. Now she's not going to do it, of course. Okay, Beaks, go ahead. Get out of here. Yeah, so the fried peanut butter and banana sandwich, I'm here to tell you that's a good one. Give it a go. But don't do it a lot or you won't be here very long. Not healthy. Nice shirt, good taste, my girl working. Have you ever been to California? Drugstore, I've never been to California. Never been to California. Wait. Never been to California. No, that's not quite it. I'm trying to make up a song here. Let's do it together. Well, I've been around the USA. From Oregon to Philly. From the Great Lakes down to Florida Keys. I hope this song ain't silly. But one place I've never been, my friend, and it drives me crazy. I've never been to California, though. And people think it's 'cause I'm lazy, but I don't have a vehicle that can get me out to the Sunshine State. I don't think I should have added the vehicle part, but we got to hit a chorus. I ain't never been to California. Need something right after that. I ain't never been to California. As much as I'd like to say, I've never seen the Golden Gate Bridge, and I've never been to the Bay. Hey, we could work with it. Hey, I don't need a bass line. I don't need a bark bass line. We're trying to create here. I've never been to California. As much as I'd like to say, I've never seen the Golden Gate Bridge or San Francisco Gate. Okay, that last part, maybe I'll leave that part out. I mean, San Francisco's a gay city. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, guys. I can say that, right? It is. It's represented by a large amount of gay people, and I applaud them. I would love to go to San Francisco. Wait. I'm painting myself where you trolls can come in and kind of light me up a little bit. I would love to go to San Francisco. I think San Francisco is a beautiful city. I would love to see their culture. I would love to be a part of their. Wait. Let me rewind it. I would love to experience their culture, and the hills, the trolley cars, all that stuff, man. That'd be great. All right, I hadn't read any of the comments. Let's go read some of these comments. You can come to Reno, Nevada. I lived here. I used to live in San Francisco, California, but I've been to Memphis. We should have been in a band. Yeah, right. Who said they've been to Memphis? Let me see here. Big K5 Ride. What do you think of Memphis? What do you think of Memphis, Big K? I'm curious to know. I can come to Reno, Nevada. Reno, Nevada. I live here. I used to live in San Francisco, California. Guys, I don't think I would be able to afford to even enter the city limits of San Francisco. Do they have a requirement now just to enter California that you have to make a certain amount of money? I feel like I'm so unworthy to even visit California. How dare you even visit an area that you could never afford to live in? Uh, you love Queens on trolley cars, LOL. I love everybody on trolley cars. Chud the Builder is done. West Memphis, Tennessee, one of my stomping grounds. West Memphis, really? That's your stomping ground? I love West Memphis. Doesn't seem like y'all got too much going on over there. I don't get over there too often. You got a casino over there now. So maybe, I should revisit. They used to have a dog track. That dog track's gone. Southland Greyhound Park. Thank goodness. Me and my husband just got back. We were there in Pacifica. They were filming a movie. Awesome. Everyone I meet is from California. He's in jail. You're talking about Chud. Yeah, he is. Be a Democrat to be homeless and able to provide. Republicans have bankrupted the United States. Oh, guys, we're going so well. We're going so well. And now trying to jump back into politics. We wrote a song. We wrote a song. We were, helping each other out creatively. Let's keep the politics to a minimum today. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Keep it real. Oh no, not the ticking. My head is shaped like a coconut. Yeah. Yes. Yes, John. John Happel coming in with the bullet comment. That's the kind of stuff I love. I love that, man. Thank you. Thank you, John, for letting us all know that you got a coconut shaped head. I'm trying to picture it. Are you bald, John? Does it really look like a coconut, or is it just shaped like a coconut? You say shaped like, but I'm picturing a bald head. Maybe you got a little fuzz, like a coconut does. Trying to picture it, John. The politician. I love it. Oh, we got a super chat here. Who gave me the super chat? What's up with this? T2 with a $5 super chat. T2, the floor is yours, man. You give me a super chat. Any question that you want, I'm going to answer for you. Any song you want, I'm going to sing for you. Any advice you want, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to do that for anybody, but I'm really going to do it for you right now with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. You embarrass me, T2. And we're still going to do that thing, man. We're still going to do it. Do that true crime channel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're still going to do it. Still going to do it. I'm going to figure out a way to reach out to you. I don't want the women to see me in my current state. John, you stop it, bro. Stop it with that, man. Stop it with that, you coconut-headed bastard. Don't beat yourself up like that, you coconut-headed bastard. Don't do it. Don't do it. We got to protect our coconut-shaped head brothers and sisters. Do not be embarrassed about your coconut-shaped head. Don't be afraid to talk to women. There's women out there looking for coconuts. It's kind of a unique shaped head. So I would use it to your advantage. You walk up to women. How you doing? My name's Coco. Get it? Because I got a coconut shaped head. Depreciation goes, deprecating humor goes a long way. I'm telling you, give it a go. Give it a go. If you really think your head looks like a coconut, own it. Get out and go up. Hey, how you doing? I'm Coco. I'm telling you, man, it's going to work. Or I'll get a beard implant. Hold on, what? No, I don't need it. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Thank you. Okay. Wear a helmet to protect coconuts, or I'll get a beard implant. Coco, you got a butt like a Coco. And then for a maniac, let's have a look at it. Everybody wants to see the coconut head. Y'all leave Coco alone, okay? We're here to uplift. We want to uplift. We want to lift that coconut headed guy, give him the confidence he needs to go out and say, you know what, I got a coconut. You either like it or you leave it. Have confidence, man. I live with a white woman. She is hot. We start a community together. I'm bald like Joe Rogan, but I pulled it off. Pull it off. Strong jaw. I got I got nothing but love for you bald people. I really mean that. Even the ones who hang on and take those few pieces of hair over. I guys, I respect that. I do. Go out and be you. A head of hair, at the end of the day don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing at all. It's your confidence. It's your confidence that means everything. I tried the funny stuff. Women thinking I'm corny, bro. You live with a white woman. T2, are you African American? You black guy? I usually don't ask those questions because it doesn't matter to me, but I'm interested. T2, I never knew that. And I love that. I love that I never knew that. I tried the funny stuff. Women think I'm corny, bro. I was getting by on my looks. Please. He's saying please. He wants to see the coconut head. It's a very tropical look. Plant a coconut tree today. You just have a hole in your haircut. Just have a hole in my haircut. That's great. That's great. Who said that? Richard? It's good stuff, man. Thank you for the comedy today. I might tattoo some hair. I'm telling you, brother. Look, women ain't thinking about that stuff right now, man. They're really not. They want good people. If you're a good person, man, if you're a good person today, guys, you're gonna find a good woman. You are. Even if just all I would say is, if you're on the market and you're out there looking, do what we did in the 80s. You don't bring up religion or politics when you're talking to these women. Just don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Eventually, she may ask, hey, what are your political views and things like that. But by then, if she's known you as a person, then, maybe I just don't attach yourself to politics or religion. Don't make that your entire personality. That's all I'm saying. We're much more complicated individuals. Might tattoo some hair. I love that, like they do in the pen. Comb overs suck. She shaves me like Joe Rogan. That's awesome, man. T2 seems Latino. You're white as fuck, T2. Well, then why? Well, T2, that's what confused me. You said I'm living with a white girl. That was just odd to me. That's why I assumed maybe you weren't white. I don't know. Don't matter to me one way or another. Keep your head up, John. Bald heads have soft skin. I could kiss all day. There you go, Danielle Young, coming in, letting you guys know, man. It ain't about a head of hair. It's about what's inside of that head, right, Danielle? It's about what's inside of that head. Women are different, man. Men, we're so focused on looks. You know, we've always been that type of animal. Women are focused on looks to a certain extent, but a woman wants this. A woman wants this, and a woman wants this. All right, I'm telling you, I've seen beautiful women fall in love with ugly men because the ugly men were beautiful people. I've seen it. Don't believe all that hype about, oh, well, you see an ugly guy with a pretty woman, he must have money. It's not always the case, man. It's not always the case at all. Some younger women like an older perspective, you know, so, you know, just be good. Be good, and you'll have your choice of women will skyrocket overnight. Not saying that you're not good. You get what I'm saying, I hope. I'm trying, bro. Keep trying, man. Keep trying. White as fuck, blue eyes. My woman, a gangster like me, both white. Facts. T2, you a gangster, you said? Uh-oh. T2, crime leads to pain, bro. Quit the gangster stuff. Not trying to tell you what to do, just advice. My uncle was owned a tea company and smoked themselves to death. I inherited the money. I lost my best friend to the gangster life, got shot over a drug deal gone wrong. John, I'm terrible to hear that, brother. Leonard Skinner. Dodge Curtis Lowe was the finest picker to ever play the blues. Bow, 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 bow. Bum, 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 bum. That's what we're about, giving each other advice. We don't lecture. Well, I can't say I don't lecture because I do lecture quite often. But we respect. We respect. We can have different people with different opinions, and we can talk about these things, and we don't have to get nasty with each other because humans aren't meant to do that. We're meant to love one another. He was too young, young too. That's back when we were like 22. That sucks, man. I tried to get him out of that life and go to school. His girl and mama also tried to. He wouldn't listen. I'm really sorry you had to go through that, man. I hate anybody having to lose anybody because of, you know, drugs or just being with the wrong crowd. He wanted the fast money. Yeah, man, that's what all Americans want, isn't it? Fast money, quick. Give it to me quick. We've got a problem in this country with sports betting, but we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, we chase that paper. When you chase that paper too much, it can turn you into a person you're really not. But you got to survive, right? Hell, I've got no grand aspirations of being rich. I just want to survive. I'm okay if I just survive, as long as I'm surrounded by wonderful stuff and wonderful people. Love everything you have. You know, even if you don't have a lot, love the hell out of it. If you don't have a lot, you can still be happy. Some of the happiest people I know don't have a lot. Because we got each other. Got some kumbaya stuff going on. It's okay, bro. I got past it. I'm just trying to warn to what happens. A life of crime leads to a dead end. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. Oh, we need to. It's getting humid out here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sitting out here. It's not sunny. The clouds have covered the sun, but it's very humid, which makes me want to keep my eye on the sky, on the weather today. I suggest everybody do the same, especially if you're in the middle of the country where they're going to have a lot of storms today. In Arkansas, Missouri, you know the usual. Oklahoma. Oklahoma don't need any storms coming through today. They had a storm come through last night by the name of Wimby. They don't. Oklahoma needs a break today. They had a tornado named Wimby come through last night and tear up their team. Oh, that was so mean. It's 90 where I'm at. Salmon, 95 here in Boston. Oh my goodness. I thank God that none of this put us back in the dark ages. Salmon. Why do you keep saying salmon? You want to see how I say it? My scalp burns, bro. Dude, how about hats? How about hats? You see me, I wear hats every day. People tell me don't wear a hat. Just show off your hair. Why are you covering up your hair? Because my hair is like a damn spider's nest. That's why. Straight as can be, can't do nothing with it. It just hangs. I look like a Temu Kid Rock. But yeah, if your head burns like that, man, you got to get that 100 SPF. You need to find that when you go looking for the sunscreen at Walgreens or whatever. Go straight through all the sunscreens and go up to the pharmacist and say, "Hey, you got any extra SPF back there? I need the good stuff behind the counter that you don't give to normal people because look, I got to cover." I got to cover this. Oh, brother, hang in there, man. Where I am, it's going to rain all week. Well, that's not good either. I'm going to go to the store and get one in a few. You never realize the importance of a hat. I love this conversation. This is funny stuff. No, the storm that came through last night, I was in little LAX. Boy, that lightning bolt woke everybody up. Did y'all get some boomers last night, Cody? Rain helps me sleep. If it's raining out here, I'll open up my back door, and just the sound of it puts me down. I don't want sunscreen getting in my eyes when I sweat. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. I always had hair back then. Now I'm exposed. It takes some adjusting. I'll get you a good hat, man. Let the hat find you too. Listen to me. I'm a hat guy. Okay. Do not be afraid to experiment with new hats. Like this hat right here, I threw it on. I would have, I saw it and I'm like, I love the hat, and I threw it on. My wife looked at it, said, "Yes, that's you." So the hat found me. So when you go out looking for hats, understand that the right hat's also looking for you. All right, try on many, many different hats, and you're going to put on one. It's going to set it on top of your head, and you're just going to know. It's like a light's going to shine. That's my hat. That hat says me. I'm going to wear this hat. And then once you adopt that style, you can get several more hats of the same style. Now, this hat in particular, very, very hot style right now. There's one brand out there. I can't think of the name of it. But man, they're like $50 a hat. Boston something. What are they called? I don't know, but you'll see them if you look up. What's it called? Man, what's this kind of hat called? There's one company out there right now that's teared it up with these hats right here. Scully, Boston Scully or something. I want to say it's Boston Scully. Look that up. You're going to find a bunch of $50 hats and you're going to go, I ain't paying $50 for a hat. But if you buy one of those hats and you see what it looks like on you, you're going to pay $50 for another one. What's up, Tyson? Holy bad grammar. June bugs are pretty cool if you think I don't want sunscreen, but they're kind of dumb. Holy bad grammar. But June bugs are cool, but they are dumb. Okay. So June bugs are cool, but they're dumb. I did not know that. Now I know that. You filled my head with some wisdom. When I come across a June bug, I need to treat it as not a very bright creature. So I won't, insult it for that. Can't help it. It's just a June bug. They are cool though. Tyson, how you doing today, bro? Hopefully everything's going okay in your life. Love you as always. I don't even know what looks right on me, bro. LOL. You got to try different hats, man. Triple H and Shawn Michaels used to wear those hats in DX. Yeah, I remember that. D-Generation X. Kangol. Good suggestion, Tyson. Kangol used to be the king of them. They fly and flip. Tyson, we're talking to John here. John's follically challenged, and we're trying to give him advice on whether he should. He came in and he told us all he had a coconut shaped head, so we kind of broke that down a little bit and critically thought about his situation and tried to give him a little bit of advice. And now we're on to hats, and if he doesn't want to rock the bald look, he can go with a hat, So that's what we're doing right now. Try a baseball hat. Kangol is a type of hat. Yes, it's a hat brand. It's a hat brand. I actually have a Kangol baseball hat, which is kind of strange, but I have one. Chicks like bald heads. Yeah, that's what we were trying to tell them. So we were trying to tell them it's all about the confidence. And we even had a female in here who was saying she likes a soft head she can kiss. Bald head. Baseball hats are those hats dudes used to wear in the 1930s. Yeah, these are newsboy hat. I think they call it a bunch of things. Not true. What's not true? Now, everything's true today, isn't it? You don't even need facts. You just need feelings. Boy, my dogs are all very, very. You can tell they're like, the sun's going to get me today, Daddy. I need to be inside the air conditioning. That's what I'm thinking of. Use a watermelon top. The boys who be riding their bikes, throwing newspaper. Yeah. Newsboy hat. Hey, brother, how's your morning? Morning's going great, Tony. How's your morning going? Hope you're having a good day, but don't waste it. They're here talking about putting watermelon on your head, but don't waste it. Watermelons are so damn expensive now. You might be better off buying just a regular hat. What we need in this country is more common sense. Yeah, big K. Good morning. Wonder why pro golfers wear baseball hats. Think they would change it up. Yeah, that's a good question. Some of them wear the visors. Yeah, I can see golfers going back to styles like this. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe not a leather one. You ain't gonna wear a leather hat in the middle of the heat like my dumb ass is doing right now. Bro, I'm not putting a watermelon on my head. Yep. Or use a football helmet. Yeah, you could do that. I that's a good thought experiment. I would like to picture if I just went to the grocery store wearing a football helmet. How do you think people would react? That would make a good video. You got to be dead serious though. You know, you got to go in there with the helmet on. Maybe you can go over and say, maybe you can go into the dairy aisle and say, "Hut one, hut two, butter, butter on three, on three." You know, if you do that, you're going to get some attention. And people are going to be like, okay, they'll probably gather around and watch a little bit. You know, it's a abnormal human behavior, but I would be there for it. You could even on two, butter, butter, hike, and you hike it, and you walk, you run back, and you throw it into your cart. Yeah, man, we got a whole video we can shoot here. Yeah, man, I'm talking about going in not just with a football helmet. What if you go in with an entire football uniform? You know, like a NFL quality. Yeah. You walk in, you go into the sporting goods section, fully dressed up in your Tennessee Titans football uniform, and you walk over to the guy making $8 an hour and say, "Excuse me, sir, I need a football immediately. Can you point me the directions of the footballs?" And then you go down there, you pull all the footballs down, and you're examining each one. Got them all set down like it's a life-changing decision. Yeah, that could be entertainment for a lot of people. Yeah. Maybe you try to set up a little field goal area there, you know, where the balls are at to see if it kicks well right there in the middle of the Walmart. Yeah, man. I'm thinking on this. This could be a quality video here. Oh man, I'm gonna need somebody else to film it though. I can't do it all myself. I used to be scared of what's up, Saltwater Cowboy? How you doing? Bub, I used to be scared of Nerf footballs. Nerf football is nothing to be scared of. Well, yeah, actually, a Nerf football can be dangerous, and you know what I'm talking about. Nerf football, you shouldn't be scared of until some jackass takes one into the pool. When you take one into the pool and you soak that thing up, that's an accident waiting to happen. That little Nerf football turns into a dangerous projectile once you go into the pool and let it soak up that water. You got to be careful with the Nerf football. You know, they don't tell you about how dangerous it is when you expose it to water. Yeah, I've been popped in the face with a pool Nerf football when it skims across the top of the pool and hits you in the face. Yeah, I think that's a part of growing up. The impact can knock somebody out. Yeah, a missile. Yeah. I mean, guys, if you're Gen Xer, you grew up in a time of of jarts, or were they jarts? Yeah, lawn darts. You remember those? They banned them because kids were throwing them up in the sky and it was coming down, hitting them in the head and cracking their skulls open. Yeah, jarts. Very dangerous, but we survived. Most of us. You can't find those toys anymore. Those dangerous toys that we had in the 70s and 80s. Now, if you've got jarts, it's going to be some bastardized foam version of it. I mean, some of those things, man, those dangerous toys, they were there for a reason. They taught us a lot. They taught us how to play and play dangerously, but not play too dangerously. Somebody get hurt, You had to learn those things. Yeah, there were all kinds of dangerous toys in the 80s. You guys remember the Red Rocket? It was a rocket, a little red rocket. It was clear. Well, it was red, but you could see through it. It was about that big. You'd fill it up with water, and it had that little white pump. You'd put it on the end and pump that son of a bitch up, and it would fire up, depending on how hard you pumped it up. Yeah, those things were an accident waiting to happen. Me and my buddy had one of those one time, and he pumped it up for like 45 minutes trying to be funny, and he fired it off, and it had to go 200 or 300 feet in the air, and it came down and landed on top of somebody's car driving by. They weren't happy about that. I love those toy rockets. The only thing that sucked about them is I'd always wind up getting stuck on a roof somewhere. And that sucked, man. If you got 1 or 2 days, good entertainment out of it, next thing you know, it's up on a roof. You find them in thrift stores sometimes. Cap guns, yeah, I remember. How many dimes can you fit in your foreskin? Oh, it's never boring. Never boring, is it? You remember the build your own nuclear reactor kit? Build your own nuclear reactor kit. No, I don't remember that one, man. I don't remember that one. I believe you. I believe you. I think we probably had something dumb like that. I mean, we used to sell ovens to little girls. The easy bake ovens, with the. How many times were those really used? I remember my sister getting that, and I remember actually it being used on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve whenever she got it, and she'd make a little brownie, that big, and then she'd never use it again. That's what I remember. I don't remember her sitting in her room baking up cakes. I just remember her doing it that one time, and then maybe it got shoved to the back of the closet because it's a lot more difficult than you think it is, and it takes a lot longer than you think it does to bake a cake with a light bulb. How many pennies? Stop it. You remember that wrestler who got banned for slapping that dude, John Stossel? Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, that guy got pissed off. John talking about it's fake. And that was back when they wanted you to think that, at least partially, that it was still real. Yeah, he slapped the crap out of him, caused permanent ear damage. Yeah, I remember that video. What's your favorite dine-in restaurant? It's a good question. All right, I'm gonna have to say Red Lobster. I love Red Lobster. I've always loved Red Lobster. I know Red Lobster gets a bad rap these days, but I always loved it. And it wasn't just because of the Cheddar Bay biscuits. I loved it before the Cheddar Bay biscuits. When I was a kid, if we were going to Red Lobster, that was a special evening. You knew it was special, and I always got the same damn thing. I got popcorn shrimp, and instead of salad at the beginning, I got applesauce. Yeah, that was my go-to, the popcorn shrimp and applesauce. He became a bounty hunter. Gilbert U, Atomic Energy Lab. It's a real thing. We need to sell tampons to men. Oh boy. It's scary what they will sell to kids. Yeah, it is. It was a light bulb and everything was half cooked. Yep, yep. It didn't matter though. That's the thing about a brownie, A brownie can be half cooked. A brownie's still going to be good. Doesn't have to be cooked all the way, especially when you're a kid. But yeah, you're right. It was never fully cooked. Yeah, and I wouldn't want to eat no cake baked by a light bulb. LOL. The eggs in the batter probably aren't cooked. Yeah, those easy bake ovens were crazy in the 40s. They had real mini ovens for kids. Yeah. Red Lobster's surviving. Yeah, they are. They're hanging on. They're hanging on. I know they've had to cheap it down. Their shrimp ain't nearly what they use that bait shrimp now. You know, it's real small shrimp. Everybody gets excited for Shrimp Fest. You know, I and I did too. All you can eat shrimp, but the shrimp now they're really small. It ain't the same as it used to be. But I'm not opposed to going to a Red Lobster and seeing how many shrimp I can eat for. It's got to be $20 now. I would assume for all you can eat shrimp. Yeah, I would think at a minimum it's probably $20. The cheddar biscuits are awesome. You miss TV dinner brownies? Yeah, John. Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree. I miss those too. What I recall about those brownies, and I don't even know who made it. It might have been Hungry Man, but what I can remember is the brownie would be right next to like an apple dish, like a hot apples, and sometimes the hot apples would get into the brownie, and it was okay. You know, it was all right. You expected it. I mean, shit, Kent cigarettes and the blue micronite filters turn out that's asbestos. I didn't know that. Oh, they were in the Hungry Man. Thank you, Tyson. And corn mixed in. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. The corn gets mixed in with the brownie. And it's all right. I remember eating a corn brownie. As long as it was chocolate, you know, corn's just there. It's just adds a little bit of extra texture to it. Yeah, you'd look and you'd say, "Oh, I got corn in the brownies," but you know, you'd go ahead and cook it anyway. You can't pick it out with a fork. You're going to fuck the brownie up, you know. Here's one that I miss, guys. What about I never had it with hot apples. Yeah, cinnamon flavored. Yes, yes. I could be mixing it up. I could be mixing it up. I do remember some of the desserts had that hot apple, and maybe it didn't include the brownie together. Maybe Tyson set me straight, and I meant corn being mixed in with the brownie. Now that I'm really thinking of it, thank you, Tyson, because I think you're correct. I don't know that you ever got one that had hot apples and brownie. And when you cook it, the apples are fucking hot as lava. Yep. Yep. Speaking on that, guys, look, I love good. I love a good pizza roll. I love them. The Totinos always have, and I love them even more now that they have the Supreme Totinos. If you guys haven't heard of that, they have a higher quality Totinos pizza rolls and pizza. If you ever see that one, it's not much more. It's like $1 more. Get it. I'm telling you right now, they add extra cheese to it and it makes that almost perfect Totino's pizza even better. What is it about Totino's, man? They made a poor person's food that we still love to this day. I could be eating filet mignon nightly, and every now and then I'm going to get a craving for a Totino's pizza. Something about that sauce, brother. Something about that combination, that crispy crust. I I will never outgrow a Totino's pizza. Sorry, I know it's not good quality pizza, but man, the nostalgia factor. Ooh, love them. Man, I hate they keep downsizing TV dinners. I remember when the Salisbury steak used to be twice the size it is now. John, you're 100%. And I love the Salisbury steak ones too. I may have one in my freezer right now. Boston Market makes a good Salisbury steak that has the mac and cheese. That's a good one. Uh, of course, Stouffer's is always top of the line. Stouffer's is good. It always will be good. Stouffer's, um, their Salisbury steak, classic taste, but they get smaller. Now they have the Salisbury steak in a Stouffer's is like that big, and you got a side of mashed potatoes, and that's it. You know, and yeah, I remember you get a hungry man would have like 3 Salisbury steak in it. I don't even want to know what Salisbury steak is. I don't care. I like it. It was hot apples, pizza rolls, and pizza bagels. Yeah, burn the roof of my mouth on those hundreds of times. Yeah, that was what I was going to get to. Even though I love the pizza rolls and I love the new better quality pizza rolls, they have more cheese. I can never get it right. I can never get it right. How long do you have to wait before you pop it in your mouth? You know what I mean? It's going to burn your mouth. You know it's coming. And if you wait too long, it's going to. I don't know. I give it extra time these days. I don't. You know, I got to break one in half and blow on it, and maybe. I always my dogs are a good barometer. Okay, if my dog thinks it's no, I don't give my dogs hot food. I don't do that. They don't like hot food. But if a dog rejects it, you know it's too hot. Don't give your dog hot pizza rolls. Don't do it. All right, what are we talking about? Pizza rolls or hot pockets? LOL. I like them both. Bagel bites. Love bagel bites. Love bagel bites. Bagel bites are a good mouth chew. I'm a big texture guy. You know, especially since I don't have great teeth. I need to have things that are the right texture for me. But I appreciate a good mouth feel that makes me work a little bit. I like that. I'm not. You're carnivore. Nice. Chicago pizza, the best. A plus. I miss when we had actual brick and mortar Boston markets. Yeah, they're gone, aren't they? I realized I had a revelation when I took the bus down to Montgomery this weekend. When we were coming back, I saw we were driving through Alabama, and I saw a Milo's. Now up here in Memphis, all we know Milo's as is their sweet tea. I didn't realize they had actual restaurants, so that kind of surprised me a little bit. I was like, oh, I would have liked to have stopped there because their sweet tea is the bomb, and they also make it. Their lemonade is excellent too, although it's very sour. They make a fruit punch that I swear by. If you've never had the Milo's fruit punch, pick it up. Pick it up. They do something amazing with it. It's a fruit punch that actually gets cold. And it's not a rich flavored fruit punch. Hope I'm describing it right. Hot Pockets are melted Viettor pockets now. Boomers can't handle it. They grew up in the rich era. Yeah, times have changed. It's been years. I still eat the family size Salisbury steak TV dinners. I don't give a fuck. They are the bomb. Me too, man. Me too. I do the same thing, Jonathan. I'm happy with Salisbury steak. I'm when I was a kid, I wasn't so keen on them, but I ate them, but as I got older, I started to, yeah, man, love Salisbury steak. The thing that's great about Salisbury steak is you can, whether or not you have mac and cheese on the side or you have mashed potatoes on the side, the thing that's so great about Salisbury steak is it goes great with either of those. You can mix them together. If that mac and cheese falls over into the gravy, that's just a fucking updated version of a mac and cheese right there. You can dip the Salisbury steak in the potatoes, and oh man, yeah, you get me hungry. Getting me hungry. I might have to go cook a Salisbury steak for lunch. You're on Food Talk with Liver Cheese. Hi. Fake cheese, ooh. Seasoned ground beef patty, often mixed with breadcrumbs, egg, and onions. That is pan fried and smothered in a rich brown mushroom and onion gravy. Now, see, Tyson, I wish you hadn't told me that because I'm not a big fan of mushrooms. Apparently, I like the gravy a lot, though, right? I'll try not to think of mushrooms when I eat my Salisbury steak. You son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for that description of what Salisbury steak actually is, Tyson. Salty, not salty nacho cheese. Salty nacho cheese. Home Run's the best frozen pizza. Oh my goodness. Why you gotta rub it in? Why you gotta rub it in? We don't have that here anymore in Memphis. They took that away from us. They took away our Home Run frozen pizza. I love the Home Run frozen pizza. It already had the cheese melted on top. Yeah, man. I was all about it. And one day I went to the grocery store and they're gone. So they're still making them. That makes me even angrier because I need that pizza in my life. The Home Run frozen pizza. I agree 100%. I don't believe there was ever a true rich era in the U.S. I think poverty just shifted around and now it's affecting almost everyone. What a wonderful, wonderful comment there. He knows what's up. I wish my kids could experience the excitement of Saturday morning cartoons. That's another great comment. Look, guys, I can't star all your great comments. Thank you for that. Not sure. I don't even have kids, and I understand that one completely. Those were great times, innocent times when you could wake up on a Saturday morning without a care in the world, get your big old bowl of cereal, sit right in front of that TV, and be transfixed until at least noon on a Saturday. That was good stuff, man. And then you'd go get a second bowl of cereal. Yeah, there were no rules. There were no rules about Saturday morning. No rules. You want to throw a snack cake in there, a honey bun? I mean, the sky was the limit on Saturday mornings. You looked forward to that, getting up early on a Saturday. How did they convince us to do that as kids? And we did it, and we loved it. Okay, now I'm hungry for lunch. You can relive Saturday morning cartoons with commercials here on YouTube. Yes, you can. You can. They do have channels that show the Saturday morning with the actual commercials. So look those up on YouTube. Thank you for that, Joey, or Joe Friday. You do it all the time. The Milo drinks, I didn't know that either. It just said Milo's, and it looked like the same logo as what was on the tea. So I assume they have some type of restaurant. Maybe it wasn't attached to Milo's, but it looked like the exact same logo to me. So Milo's tea is bomb as fuck. Yeah, it is. My babies used to use this app. As a parent, I will not stand for disgusting content like this being shown during family streams. Think of the children. Well, Mr. Burton, you don't have to stay and watch the stream. I mean, we're a kindness stream. We're a kindness stream. I'm definitely not built for children, though. I've never said that my channel. Sorry about the train, guys. I've never said my channel is for children. I can't age restrict my streams because I'm going through StreamYard. So if for some reason your children came in and saw this, then it's really not my fault. If I had a way to age restrict it, I would. So, but we are a channel of kindness. Sorry, I was reading a comment. Yes. I got a gallon of it in my fridge right now. Well, what good Southerner doesn't? Milo's is a Republican establishment. Thank you for contributing. Jason, don't do that, man. I don't want to think about my tea. Don't make me have to pick teas. All right? I don't need politics in my tea game. I just want a sweet tea. Get your kids off YouTube. It's a bot. Children under 18 should not have cell phones. They're AI. No, I'm not a bot. They're not human. Kids shouldn't be on social media. Go figure. Yes, you are. My kids are innocent, and these strangers get them acting up. I wouldn't get anybody acting up. Now, granted, I'm gonna, there's gonna be times I'm gonna drop a bomb. Maybe I'm working on that, Miss Burton, or whatever your name is. I'm working on that. I'm a flawed human. I don't always speak perfectly. Sometimes curse words slip out of my mouth, but I'm a kind human being. So don't just judge a book by its cover. Realize that during the day, I try not to do that. I try to save that for night, but it happens. It's part of life. It's just part of life. It's just a word. It's just a word. I'm not spreading any kind of hate in here. You're not going to see that on this channel. But I'm a First Amendment guy too. So I could tell you, I could be mean about it, but I'm not going to be. I understand what your point of view too. So, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I wish you'd give us another chance, but I don't need kids anyway. Barbecue chicken, pork butt, going on the grill tomorrow. Joe Friday, that sounds amazing. Barbecue chicken sounds amazing. I'm too afraid to cook barbecue chicken on my grill. I know everybody's like, get a meat thermometer. I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. Chicken's difficult for me to grill. I can grill meat, burgers, but chicken, I don't like messing with chicken because I don't like the thought of making other people sick. And then use this thing called YouTube Kids. There you go. Mr. Burton, I'm Santa Claus. Thanks for telling me. Less work I have to do December 25th. No, there's this thing called Post Better Content for Kids. Think of kids that in their future. Mr. Burton, it's not a kids channel. It's not a kids channel, Mr. Burton. That's all I can really tell you. I mean, I can't make it a kid. It is what it is. It's a freedom channel. It's a freedom channel. It's not my job to parent your kids, keep them away from my content. It's really not. But I don't understand why you would want to keep them away from my content whenever I preach kindness. Kids may be the future, but I'm the present, bro. How dare you make fun of me, Mr. John? Oh, come on, guys. We ain't doing this. Reuben pizza with the sauerkraut and corned beef. Wow. Incel. Can of corned beef cooked up is good for $3. That's the kind of information we need, Saltwater Cowboy. We need good, cheap all-American meals that everybody can enjoy for their family. That's not going to cost them a fortune. Thank you. You're absolutely right. You haven't lived till you've tried. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just thanking you for making my job as Santa Claus easier, Burton. John, you're a lowlife that doesn't want a good internet for kids. We should all focus on protecting them. And what makes you think that I don't want to protect kids, Mr. Burton? But I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand it. It's not like we're in here talking bad about children or spreading negative messages. You heard a curse word and it upsets you. Well, this is America. This is America. You're going to hear curse words. All right? For you to insinuate that my channel, we don't care about kids, that's insulting, and I'm not going to sit here and take it because we know what the channel is about, and we protect children. So, yeah, I take offense to that comment. If you don't like it, move along. DiGiorno, always good. And mine are crying because of you. That's sorry. I ain't got time for it. They're gone. They're gone. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes on truth telling. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Joel, I talk about that all the time. I talk about the people who come in here and spread their hate, the trolls, and we talk about the internet ID, and that freaks them out. They don't want to talk about being held accountable for their own filthy words that follow them throughout their lives, which is what would happen if we had an internet ID. I think you should be proud of what you say. You should mean what you say, and if you don't lie and you're an honest person, you don't have to remember things that you said. You know what I mean? It makes life a lot easier. When you start lying, it's like a spider web. One thing leads to another. Next thing you know, you're hung up in this spider web of lies, and you can't move. Burton, I know low life, brother. I'm a lot of things, and always high is one of them. Feta, bacon, and spinach stuffed pork chops for me tonight. Oh man, you are making me hungry. Wayne's, mm, 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 mm. I love Greek food. Love it. Chicken in the air fryer is great. That's good stuff, Reese. It's good stuff. Doesn't taste as good as a fried chicken, but if you can lower your expectations a bit. Yeah, air fryers are awesome. I remember we've had 2 or 3 of them. I love getting them because I like to go through the freezer and find stuff that's been in there for a long time and throw it in the air fryer. Pizza rolls, whatever, we chunk it in there. Mozzarella sticks, things that may be in your refrigerator that maybe there were not enough to cook. I hate when people do that. Like if we have mozzarella sticks and I go in there and somebody's left 3 mozzarella sticks in a bag, that pisses me off to no end. But I'll use it in the air fryer. We'll have an air fryer night. We'll find all that stuff and put it in the air fryer, and we'll have an adventure for dinner. You tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. On deception, it's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Oh, ain't that the truth? Man. Woo, we're dealing with that. I felt that one. Thank you. Figures don't lie, but liars figure on truth versus belief. The truth is still the truth, even if no one believes it. A lie is still a lie, even if everyone believes it. On journalism, if you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Wow. Heavy, 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 good stuff. Thank you. I knew when we started throwing around the term fake news that we were entering a scary time in our country. I knew it because all you're doing is saying that you're giving people permission because maybe they saw 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 news stories that didn't turn out. They released it before it should have been released, and then something changes, and you point at the media and say, "See, that was a lie." So that must mean everything that they do is a lie. And yeah, I knew when fake news started getting thrown around that, that's not good. That's not good. People are going to start judging over feelings instead of facts. Keep those brats on a leash. Kids shouldn't be on YouTube. Gen X is trying to reverse boomers' damage. You should thank Gen X without them. Not a man. Or not man, no T-man. Boomers ruin this place. Sleeping, only the Gen X that raises sissies like you. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate being called a sissy. It's always a fun thing to be called on a Tuesday afternoon now. Sissy. Let's define that word. Well, let's talk to our fellow troll here, Wayne. We're going to star comment that. We're going to break it down critically. What do you consider a sissy, Wayne? Please do tell what you would consider a sissy. California is technically solvent, but facing a severe chronic structural budget deficit with projected shortfalls ranging from nearly 18 billion to over 35 billion annually in the coming years. That's not good. While not bankrupt, the state ranks 42nd in fiscal health due to long-term debt, and as of late 2023, faces a significant $68 billion budget gap. Burden has a dark soul, LOL. This is what boomers have allowed. A once golden goose. God bless America, President Trump, and our troops. We never hid the realities of life and the world from our children, and they're all doing great today. A once prosperous state no more. Man, y'all are getting me behind. I have a PTSD. Pretty tired of stupid Democrats. Oh, that's a good one there, Chosen Coheed. Thank you for that one today. Based on 2025 fiscal health and budgetary analysis, the state's frequently ranked as having the least fiscal responsibility, often due to high debt, unfunded pension liabilities, and low cash. So you're beating up on California. That's okay. I'm sure they'll be the first to admit they got a lot of problems over there. But I don't look at this as being, we look at a lot of people will look at California as being this other world, and it's not. It's not. It's just people. It's just people over there. They may think differently than you, but it's not another world. They got a lot of problems. There ain't no doubt about it. I know people that live in California that would tell you they love living there, but they hate living there. I believe that Europe for transgender reassignment surgery for children. I'm not for that. I don't know where you would get that idea. I have PTSD. I'm going backwards too far. Please time them out. That's right. Lies lead to bigger lies. We're heading towards a global war. I cannot believe this shit is happening. I can't either. Tactical. Established in 1974 to strengthen Congress' role in the budget process, the committee acts as an institutional check on federal spending by negotiating with the executive branch and Senate. My head hurts. I'm a lot of things, and always high is one of them. Classic, LOL. Bipartisan action and fiscal focus. The committee often works on legislation to tackle national debt, manage mandatory discretionary spending, and has in recent times passed bipartisan bills aimed at because blue states actually offer services and programs like well-funded education in those states. Titan Brew coming in defending California. Limited annual deficit. Provide nonpartisan objective data on the budgetary. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm in school right now. House Budget Committee.gov. We spend 68,000 per person annually times 20 to 40 million of them. 1.6 to 2.7 trillion lost annually. Fake news is a real thing. They pushed the narrative that Donald Trump colluded with Russia, which was fake. There's a lot of other fake stuff too. Actually, Big K, I'm gonna have to push back a little bit on you there, man. That was what's called political op. It was political opposition report, which is a normal thing. It's a normal thing for candidates to do that. So yeah, they pushed that maybe Donald's got ties to Russia. A lot of the stuff in there actually turned out to be true. But the whole Russian collusion thing, here's what we need to understand on that, okay? It was Russia on the outside, maybe had nothing to do with Trump. Maybe Trump had nothing to do with it, even though he did go on national TV and say, hey, Russia, find the dirt on Hillary Clinton. Do y'all remember when he did that? He reached out and asked for help from Putin. As far as that goes. So that did happen. That's an actual thing that happened. But there were no votes changed or anything like that. Okay, so but that's not the end of the story. You think that's the end of the story. It's not the end of the story, because Russians, what they did during that time was they created hundreds and thousands of fake Facebook profiles, and they disguised them as being American profiles, and they sowed hate on those profiles. So, and I don't think they did it necessarily to even get Trump elected. I think they did it to sow discourse in our country, which they accomplished. They absolutely accomplished. They sowed culture wars in our country, and they were highly successful at it. Look where we're at right now. So that's what I think about the Russian collusion thing. It's this falsehood that anybody thinks that Russia went out and tried to change any votes for Donald Trump. That's not what it was. It was a social campaign that absolutely happened. There were people that would show up to rallies that were created by a Russian, and then they would get to these rallies and go, okay, well, where's so-and-so? Oh, they're not here. Where's the person who set this rally up? Oh, they're nowhere to be found. That's because it was a Russian bot, or it was a Russian troll farm that it was doing those things. Open up your eyes, guys. You may have a lot of them as friends right now on your Facebook. You may. If you want to go back and check those American Patriot sites and weird sites that have those, the groups that have those weird generic names, a lot of those are Russian trolls. And all they're doing is sowing hate. So don't be there for it. All right, I got to skip a lot of these. I really do. The immigration and gumballs video is well-known viral presentation created by Roy Black, founder of Numbers USA. In this video, he used the gumballs to visibly illustrate the scale of U.S. immigration. Joe Friday, who's the girl in your PFP? Compared to global poverty, arguing that mass immigration is not an effective way to solve global suffering. Okay, you're talking about some pretty heavy stuff there. I think that this fear train is driving a lot of this immigration scary. When you got a leader who calls Mexicans murderers and rapists, that tends to sow a little fear. When you got a president saying that the only people coming across our borders are people they release from insane asylums and prisons, it tends to sow a little hate, a little fear. So, yeah, there's that. All right, I'm just going to go to the end here. We're getting too serious here. What? My babies use this app. As a parent, I will not stand. Okay, you're gone. Bye. It was the same person. It was the same person that came in and did that. The one that I banned a few minutes ago. Same person. All right. I might stay in here all damn day. Our numbers are growing. I'm not though. I'm gonna take a lunch. I'm gonna go take a lunch, and I got to go do some things. I got to get some food on our table, and I got to get out there and do a little picking. So we'll do that. But thank you for joining me this morning. Hopefully you had we had some good conversations. Hopefully it led to some positivity in your life. That's the only thing we want to do, lift each other up, not tear each other down. And if you're new to the channel and you subbed, I appreciate you very much. And we're going to have some good, wholesome content coming to you, and some dirty content. Yeah, we're going to do it all. We're going to do it all because we're adults. Isn't that right, baby girl? Yeah, that's right. You tell them what's up. You tell them what's up. Oh my God. Your breath smells like Boston Harbor. Your breath smells like the San Francisco Wharf. Your breath smells like, oh yeah, so you definitely got a seafood vibe going on, which is very strange. I don't know how her breath would smell like anything seafood, but it does. She's a mole killer, so maybe she's got a little dead mole in her mouth. I don't know. Uh, yay! Oh my God! Don't! Oh, my baby girl, my baby girl. Yeah. Okay, go away. My other dogs are getting jealous. Gone, going out of here. Oh my God! All right. Hey guys, I love you all very much. Thank you for coming in. Remember, continue to talk to one another. If you're a sub, a new sub here, I look forward to talking to you. We're gonna talk to everybody. If you have important things you want to share in your life, achievements, accomplishments, things like that, we're gonna be here for you. If you have issues, if you have things you need advice about, we got a large group of people who are peaceful people who are willing to listen to you and give you sound, solid advice. And yeah, thank you for joining the family and the love train. I love every one of you, and we're going to do wonderful stuff together. With that being said, remember, it's not red versus blue, it's the 1% versus you. Also, remember what the greatest alien of all time said. That would be Mr. E.T. Mr. E.T. told everybody, be good. And I love him for that. Take care. Thank you, Not Sure. You guys, I'll talk to you later. We'll pick it back up in a little bit later on. Okay. I love you all. Have a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Do positive things. Okay, guys. Love you very much.